I'll give you the finger guns.
Okay.
So let me tweet.
Tweet out that we're live.
Let's get it.
Cool beans.
Cool beans. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see if there's a way I can fix this from fucking
Fix what? dude?
cutting out every.
Why does
every,
it do that?
every
goddamn.
Oh
Jinx.
no, I didn't tell anyone to come around tonight.
What do you mean?
I won't see my friend Ludwig gone through.
Well, you could still tell him.
There's tomorrow.
That's Sunday night.
Do you think Ludwig has a job?
You think any
It's an honest question.
those people?
Yeah,
first
he does
off,
actually.
He has a job now?
I think he got a new job. Yeah.
First off, if he does get a new
Ludwig's
job,
proactive.
it's probably a job that doesn't require him to be there on Sundays.
Well, we can ask him right now. I'll just message him.
Set him up for once. How much you guys set him up for once?
Ludwig.
Dude.
You guys ever think about that?
I don't think about anybody but fucking Princess Zelda.
It's true.
How about that?
It's true.
I wake up every day
That's a problem,
I
man.
turn-
You got parents, dog.
and I turn the goddamn on.
I just let her rip.
It's so simple. I love having a simple life.
I don't. Wait, so why are your nails not painted anymore?
They were chipped and gross, so I
So you
after I
removed
do.
the.
yeah. And I was gonna do it while we were out there, but I forgot.
You did forget. You often forget and you come unprepared.
Really?
It's actually, this is going to go in your performance review, actually.
Oh, performance review. For
About-
what?
For Bad Melee Incorporated.com
Fucking.
LLC.
I'm leaking everything.
What are you going to
I'm
leak?
graduating school. I don't give a fuck about my performance review.
Yeah, dude.
I
Permanent
did my
record.
2 weeks.
Permanent
Yeah.
record. Fucking myth, bro.
You know what's funny is I had a presentation when I was in high school, and some guy was like, "You may have heard that it doesn't matter what grades you got until high school." Well, they were right. You're right. It doesn't. So make sure you try real hard, and that was part of it. And I was like, "Miss me with that."
So
Joe just asked me to change a stream title, like it's his fucking podcast, like it's his fucking stream. Eat my ass.
no, do it and eat my shorts.
No, that's what you played out.
Why would
what'd
you tell
say,
me to
Rob?
change my stream title? Why would you ever do that? How do I block people?
Rob, you know you're allowed to talk. This is the last one. we don't,
We're featuring
we don't-
Rob.
Yeah, we don't care anymore, man. You want
This
in?
is the apocalypse cast.
Yeah, you want in?
Block Joe 2D.
In fact, I'd like to hear your voice other than the man's to my
Okay, he's blocked.
immediate right.
That feels good that I did that.
You blocked him?
Yeah.
On Twitter.
Yeah.
Why?
Timeout.
Timeout. You gonna unblock him later?
Maybe.
Maybe.
He's good.
I think he just like to exercise power like
yeah,
that.
I would tell you to fuck yourself.
I just
right now.
Joe's out here. Look,
You bought a joke from that man.
I did.
I'll say it publicly.
I purchased it. That's right.
No one knows.
I didn't even use it.
You buy your jokes.
I mean,
I don't steal them. I've only done that.
You
I've
did
only done
both.
that 2 times, and both times I've not even used them.
Shut up, dude. You steal my jokes daily.
I don't steal your jokes. You
Rob-
don't have jokes. You're not funny.
Rob,
You
what's he
joker.
submitting to Summit? I want to know. I want
These
to
are all
know.
my jokes.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little
Yeah.
bit.
What's up?
I mean, so far, got a lot of movie trailers redone, shot for shot.
Oh, nice.
oh.
That's really creative, actually.
A lot of really derivative
But it's
stuff.
it's like it's like esports pros though. Instead of whichever characters are in the movies.
It's like an exact idea that's already been done before.
no, but it's esports pros though.
Yeah.
So
You know
that's why
what?
it's
You
funny.
guys think you're roasting me, but you're roasting the entire organization
of what?
Beyond the Summit. So I hope you're okay with that.
yeah, I'm giving
You
us a
think-
little self-res here. Sure.
You think I'm not okay with that?
I don't know what you're okay with. I don't know. The things you are okay with and not okay with change on the regular.
Yeah.
And I don't know why.
You know, change is good. A lot of the time.
He went on the Tempo Storm account.
Oh my god.
Liked my tweet. That's the most passive aggressive thing, but I respect
But,
it. All right, for that, Joe, you get the unblock. I respect that move.
Joe went on the Tempo Storm account and liked to eat my ass.
Nice. I like that.
All right, now that we've thoroughly
He lost his job.
gone through the arc of Joe, what do you say we
The saga of Dirty Joe.
the saga of Dirty Joe?
This is the last Cold Miller at BTS.
It's also your third.
All right, Mom.
It's the last 3 Gold Millers at BTS.
Hey, this is my last time here. This is I gotta thrash it for all it's worth, right? 3 Millers. That's like $3-4 worth of value right there.
Sure.
I'm not leaving that on the table.
All right. Well, guys, are we ready to kick off the final episode? Return of the Revenge of the Jedi.
Whatever, man.
Hit it, Rob. What's up? Welcome to the last episode of the Bad Melee podcast of the season, featuring the Miles arc.
We're putting this back.
I don't think we should have that. Maybe not over. Let's just maybe
No, just-
normal.
Hey, it was
Just
funny
like-
when the camera was off.
I just like it to be normal. Okay, that's way better.
I think that's
Now
a
he
bit
looks
worse.
like he's gonna
All
ask me
right,
to
that's
smoke
fine.
weed on the
Okay,
slopes
let's
with
just-
him.
Hey, you are you in the quad? I've seen you around the quad. Do you blaze, bro?
Yeah, he's just on the ski lift.
That's
hey, man.
the same guy who did that video did the Tyler bowl cut, which is one of my favorite 4-second YouTube videos of all time. Hey, my name's Tyler. I just got my new bowl cut, and I'm really excited about my new bowl cut. That's it. Great vid. A+. How's it going, boys?
I don't know.
We've been hanging out all day, actually. I
Yeah,
shouldn't even
you
ask
know
that
how it's
question.
going,
I know
yeah.
how it's going. We argued about Star Wars and then Chipotle in true.
I feel like I wasn't really part of the argument.
No, you were a
I
big
was
part
just-
of it.
Ian. No, it wasn't.
You were a huge part of it.
You're just.
You were
I think I-
apologizing.
You were saying that a movie had to have a story, and I was saying that it doesn't.
I wasn't saying that. He was saying that. I was just eating my Chipotle burrito that the burrito barista fucked up.
They did? How'd they fuck it up? Did they tear it?
They didn't tear it, but it
Isn't
was like.
our tortillas vegan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't they use bones?
Yeah.
You know
bone
what? You're
tortilla.
right.
That's how it's white. That's how the tortilla's
Yeah.
white.
They bleach it.
Don't they use milk?
Whale bones is okay. Let's chop it up right here
The
now.
tortilla itself is vegan, but they force you to drink a cup of milk before you eat the burrito, and they won't give it to you unless you do
They
it.
just hold it like this right in front. Like, do it. And you're just sobbing while you drink cow milk. Are Skittles really not vegan?
Skittles would probably have gelatin. Right?
Probably gelatin. If they don't, it might be Starburst that I'm confusing them with.
Is there non-vegan gelatin? I mean, vegan gelatin?
Maybe, but it'd just be like synthetic and weird.
Because
like-
it's used
it'd
out of
be
the bones
plastic.
of animals, right?
Yeah, bones and
It's
fats.
horse hoofs.
No, that's glue. But gelatin.
Well, glue is also a food. What is
glue is a food.
What are vegan stances on eating things that aren't food but are also not vegan?
I get this question a lot. And
Really?
It's just, yeah, and it's just like if,
ingesting animal products.
it's
Right?
well, one is just gross. So it's like I didn't do that before I was vegan, so why would I do it after?
6-year-old you was breaking edge in elementary school, eating
Just
glue.
eating paste. Like no.
I think what's actually an interesting thought. Everyone breaks edge eventually, because we start out not unless you're like addicted to crack as a baby. Then you're just you've always been
You mean like starting pure and then
yeah. Because
indulging
like
in
the first time you like smoke a joint or something, you're breaking edge, right?
yeah, technically.
There was I won't put him on blast, but I lived across from someone who I should tell this
Just
story
name
in
names.
general. There's a very interesting story that's very embarrassing that I'll consider telling. But before that, this person that lived across from me, it was a family, and they would feed their baby little sips of beer.
That's kind of hype.
It's
No, it's not.
I don't know.
I don't
That's
know.
actually fucked up.
And I won't name names because maybe it's illegal. I don't know
It's definitely illegal.
That's high key illegal.
how to where.
Every-
Point to me in the legal code.
I'd feel like that'd be just come under the umbrella of child abuse.
Point to
that
me in the
young.
legal code.
It's an underage drinker, and you are
No, no,
soliciting
You give the
alcohol.
baby sips of beer,
a sip.
a sip, to make it tired.
Yeah, I know that's a thing.
Like this.
They give you a sippy and your toothache goes away.
A little whiskey on the pacifier.
Yeah, that's
My man.
that's some dumb shit.
That's a good strat.
I'm not a parent, nor am I a scientist.
Nor are
But
you
I
a
have been a baby.
Scientologist.
Pretty sure
Well,
in
don't say
Australia
that.
it's legal. It's legal to give your children alcohol under your own roof.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
What if you're just getting hammered with your 9-year-old every
No,
weekend?
I don't know if
just
I don't
just
know.
really
I think
ripping
that
it
there
up.
might be an age where that comes into play, but I know that it's legal to get hammered with your parents when you're like 15.
That's really
Yeah.
It's
interesting.
legal.
My mom once was like, when I started drinking as a teenager, she was like, "You want to drink? You want to see what drinking's like?" And she made me drink a bunch of Jägermeister, and I threw up.
Straight out the
I
gate.
That's
continued drinking after that. I don't know if she taught me a lesson or
I feel
not,
like
but
people typically start drinking like, oh, like here's a bit of beer or wine at
at the bar mitzvah,
at Thanksgiving.
at the bat mitzvah,
At Thanksgiving where we eat at 3 p.m.
we eat at 3 p.m.
That's hype.
We drink beer with our children, and our
Families are fucked up.
families
man.
are so
No, dude,
whack.
families are good.
Families are
Families
whack.
suck, dude.
Yeah, maybe if you're coming from a like this is how it should be perspective.
I'm not coming from any perspective except for the fact
That
that I grew up in a single parent household.
Yeah, dude.
Family, in my experience, family is mostly good.
This guy's got a full family.
That's like so positive.
Yeah.
That's like such a great thing to hear, actually.
Yeah, it's the truth.
It's like your parents sound like great people.
They're really they're like some of my best friends.
That's so
I
fucking
really
wild.
like have learned a lot from them and still do to this day.
This nerd, dude.
Look at my
Fucking
parents.
nerd ass,
I
lame
like my
ass.
parents. I like my sister. I like my extended family.
Dude.
Yeah,
No.
support networks. am
Yeah,
I
I'm
right?
just so I'm just bitter.
It's like I have an Xbox and you don't.
Yeah.
It's literally that's what it is.
You have an emotional Xbox. You can play emotional Tony Hawk on it, and I just
Yeah.
have to fucking come over when
It's not
it's
even that even emotional sometimes. Sometimes it's just chill, you know? Sometimes it's just regular.
Yeah, I won't tell that story. I'll tell it to a select few, but it is a fucking wild donkey of a story. But yeah, either way, how's it going? What do
You
we
did
do?
the
What do we
thing-
do?
You did the thing
What
to
are we
our
doing?
viewers, man. You're like, hey, I got a story.
I know,
Ooh, it's
no,
too
but
hot, though.
really, like it's pretty embarrassing.
But you know
Like
what I
for
mean,
you
though?
or for them?
You know
For
what I
me.
mean, though? When
Oh.
someone's like, hey, I got a secret, and you're like, what is it? I can't tell you.
I can't. It's more like I can't say it on TV. You know what I mean?
Rob, move the
Too
show
hot,
to lively.
Yeah.
So Melee, what do we talk about? This is our last episode.
That's true.
This is much different from our final episode.
the hell was
Rob's
that?
throwing shit.
It's a little cotton axe.
Okay, that's.
He threw it at the baby.
That's good. Yeah, I fuck with
I
that.
can't see anything because of the blinding light. so
Anyone
I
who
just-
tries to take out, we need to name this baby. This baby is in a lot of podcasts, to be honest.
You want to give it a gender neutral name?
Now he's a logo. I've
Terry?
already decided it's a he.
Terry.
Terry, like from Degrassi?
Well, you don't decide
Gender
that.
neutral's gone out the window.
What is Frankie? Gender neutral? It just has to
Alex?
be both, right? Alex works. There you go.
And now he's a killer.
Now he's he's a level 1 warrior.
Yeah. This is more like a level 5 item.
I don't know. It's like a hatchet. What's the level 1 item? Stick?
Yeah.
No, it's an executioner. No, put it fully over and he's the executioner.
I don't think this
That's-
iconography is
that's
good.
sick.
Just having a baby with a hood over it. This isn't.
He went from being terrorized to
To
terrorizing.
Terry. To Terry.
Hey man, that's the American dream.
Okay.
Okay, so what were we gonna
He's
talk
good.
about,
He's
guys?
good, ready to
It's
go.
the last
I
podcast.
don't know. This vibe is a lot different than our other last podcast, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
The other last one, like,
was sad.
I'm not sad this time.
why not?
Feels more like last time it felt like we were on unfinished business. Like things were just starting.
Yeah, I can see that. That's a vibe.
This time it feels.
Plus,
we
this time I slept on a
overfinished
cot for the
business.
entire 3 months, so I'm pretty happy to go back to a real bed. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I slept on, and that was your under mattress. You stacked that one and the other one, and that's what you were sleeping
Yeah,
on.
and then we split
divided
them. Yeah.
So both of us have been sleeping worse, but you mostly sleep on the couch.
Well, I was sleeping on the couch when we thought we had bed bugs in the closet.
You mostly sleep there still, though.
No, I don't. I just fell asleep there last night. I will say that. I was
think
just
it's
tired.
like a clean split between work, cupboard, and couch.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's a good pie chart.
Yeah.
But we thought we had bed bugs in the closet that I sleep in. Turns out we didn't.
Turns out it was just spiders.
It was just something else biting my skin, which was cool. And yeah, so now I'm back in the closet. Well, I'll be back in yours. Actually, I don't know if I'll stay in the closet.
Gonna go downstairs where
upgrade,
your
yeah.
setup is?
I could just live upstairs and visa to downstairs now.
Down to the JFK library setup?
It'll be fun. So yeah, I don't know. What are you looking forward to going home? What's different from last time you were looking forward to going home to one, seeing your friends and family, of course. That's probably still normal. Two, escaping the sussery of American culture.
Yeah, yeah. It's the thing is, it's a double-edged sword because I need the sussery in a way because now I've been sucked into this loop.
How
You know,
so?
Like if I was to continue to live in America, Bad Melee would probably get bigger. You know, it'd get. I don't know whether it could still do that without me. I'm not saying that I'm like the driving force in it getting bigger, but I'd be part of this thing that would probably grow. You know, we'd make more content. Things would expand from where we are now, likely.
Right. That'd be the idea.
Which is part of what I'm interested in now. I've been sucked into this vortex, so now I'm interested in that.
In the content zone.
So that's the thing that I'm leaving behind. It's like purgatory, but you make content.
Well, I mean, like,
But-
it's. I mean, how do you?
You know, and now I have so many good friends. It's like I'm gonna miss. If Bobby comes onto my stream every day and he says we only just
we've
met.
only just begun.
Yeah, yeah. And so it's like I'm gonna miss all of my American friends who I see. Like the you know how we've often said that Melee is like being in a shitty touring band and you just continue on this
Yeah,
roller
yeah.
coaster and it never really stops. I'm getting off the roller coaster.
Finally,
and that's-
yeah. The taxes caught up to you.
But I don't want to get off the roller coaster.
Well, yeah, we don't want you to get off the roller coaster either. That's
Yeah.
it's like yeah, the band has a new drummer, and people are still gonna see it if they continue to tour. But it's like, you know, there's some other asshole on the sticks now,
Yeah.
or they just play without percussion, and that's
Who
weird.
knows
Dumb-
what's gonna?
dumb
We
move.
still haven't decided what's gonna happen. And
We
I
don't
think
know.
that's gonna be more of a you guys decision than a me decision.
I just
because
I've
obviously I'm the
decided
only-
personally
I,
what's gonna
I
happen.
just see like futures like Doctor Strange, just like seeing all possible paths,
Yeah.
and then it's like you in like a video screen just still sitting right there.
I don't want to do that.
You're like, hey, gamers, we're just talking to you like you're actually right
I'm
there.
just on
and-
like 3 seconds of lag though.
yeah, right. Like,
Fuck that.
fuck, man.
But yeah, anyway, I'm looking forward to going home because I like life off the. I think I always knew that I was slightly different from the people that I'd grown up around in the regard that I wanted to do more creatively, and I think that's really good here. But I think that I'm then again different from the people that I live with and interact with here, and that hits me a lot as well.
Where do you fall in?
I don't know. I think I'm this weird blend of both. And I think that there are things in me that want both futures.
Right. Fuck. So what are you gonna do
I don't know, man.
when you go home?
I'm going to keep streaming. I'm going to keep playing Zelda. I know that much for sure.
That's a vibe.
He's
yeah,
gonna learn 100%.
probably
He's
just
gonna
work
finally make the plunge.
construction and do 100%.
It sounds less dire for our American viewers that construction in Australia is actually way more doper.
It's not like that much more dope, but you just make way more money. So,
I mean, that's a measure,
That's
right?
doper.
yeah. So, you know, probably still just like try to get the lads together as often as possible, drink up, play Melee. It's Australian kickbacks, man.
You're
It's just the
excited.
best. Like, it's just this vibe of like, it's just another Tuesday. Whereas I feel like people here, it's like, especially in LA, there's so much cost to get places, and then it's expensive to do things, and so people are living in this realm of like, oh, I never do anything, so when I do, it needs to be this big event or whatever. For us, it's like, hey man, come round. They walk to my house, and we just drink and play Melee.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
And the public transportation is good.
yeah, exactly. So we can just travel around. It's like, hey man, you want to go out? And if we want to go out, it's a 5-minute walk to a tram and then a 20-minute tram ride into a CBD where you can stay out all night if you want.
Yeah.
So it's different vibes. But then, you know, I'll be living that life and it's super fun, and I'll be like, hey, I wonder, like, hey, this is a funny joke, and they'd be like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we made that video? My friend's like, get the fuck back on the setup, dude. So I don't
Really?
talk about. They would never say that, but it's just like when we would never do that.
That's interesting to me. Yeah, we've talked about that too. That sort of difference between American and Australian culture when it comes to trying things and doing things and
Yeah, I think, like my best friend Kalen back home, I've got him into a lot of his hobbies, and when I showed him Melee, he's like, dude, this is lame. It's a kid's game, and now he's the biggest TO in Vic, and he's like completely involved in the scene. Plays Melee every day, probably.
So you think everyone just needs a little push?
Yeah, they need a little bit of a push, but I've always been the one who's tried things and then shown him the thing, and he'll usually get into it just because it's what I'm doing, and then he'll get like super into it sometimes.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm excited to go. It's like I haven't even been processing anything up to this point. I have nothing packed. I have no idea.
Yeah, don't you guys leave this weekend?
Yeah, Monday.
You need to pack cold clothes,
Cold,
cold weather
Yeah,
clothes.
because it's gonna be.
Because it's
like
all
fall.
flip-flopped down
It's
there.
so
It's not
dumb.
even. Apparently, it's been like 8 degrees recently.
Which is I don't. So let me set the scene.
I think it's like, how cold is 60?
60 degrees
Yeah.
Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Pretty cold.
It's a little chilly.
How cold is
Brisk.
50?
It's more chilly than the
When
previous
does
amount.
it snow? At what number?
32 degrees Fahrenheit.
Well, 32, not necessarily. I'd say like 40-ish.
Okay, so we're probably talking about like 50.
Oh God, damn it! I hate cold weather. I go to
You're
I
from
go
the
to
snow.
I go down under to escape from my problems, dude. And one of those problems is being cold. Why do you think I'll never go back to Colorado?
Dude, one of our
Ever.
other problems is we only have a week, and there's a Melee tournament in the middle of that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I
That's
mean,
fine. That was the
this
whole
place
idea.
could do without you for longer than a week.
That was the whole idea. Remember that we go to BAM, is the true combo.
Yeah, but you know, you're gonna spend your whole trip playing the Melee
I
in
won't spend the
a
whole trip.
grey box.
It's
you know?
fine. It's fine.
Are you going to commentate while you're there?
Yeah, I think I'll commentate. I think as part of the gig.
I think that's.
I'll
Did
make
you
it.
fill out the form?
I didn't fill out a form. What form am I gonna fill out?
I'll send you the form.
What form?
It's
This
a
guy
commentary
is
form.
Oh, okay.
scolding you for forms.
That's actually the funniest thing I've ever heard of in my life, because I won't say why.
Did you sign up for
Dude, in
Fun Art?
Australia, I'm more organized. Here I have no what's the word, agency. So I have to let everybody else. I just believe people when they're like, hey, you got to get in the car. All right.
you are kind of like,
You owe me this much amount of money for whatever. I'm like, all right. Like I just have to take everyone's word for everything and just do whatever. But like organizationally wise, because I don't have a car, I'm not on the lease. I'm not. I sleep on it. Like back home, I actually have agency and like resources to do things with. So I can be like, hey, we can get here and here via this way, and we can do it. But here I literally just have to rely on other people.
if you guys had like Elon Musk money, what would you do with your life at this point?
Get that low MST time, dog. Get that 150.
Okay, let's go with Dawson first. You
I-
think about it.
Answer still stands.
I've always answered questions like, "What if you won the lottery?" With just like, I think I'd do the same thing. It's
Would
just
you?
like, to me, like, I think the worst part about like financial struggle is just the like crushing like weight of just like you're worrying about something the entire time.
Also, the endless pursuit of stability.
Yeah,
Right?
and like just having stability is just like super. Like I could be comfortable for the rest of my life, if I was Elon Musk dating Grimes.
Right.
Grimes,
I don't care about the
Grimes is so whatever, dude. That box fringe, get that out of here. She's just weird.
Dawson's about to,
She's
I'm
not
about
Dawson's
to
about to fade
fade
this man,
dude.
right?
She's just weird. Like she's not cute, really.
You like
What do
Midwest
you like?
McDonald's?
You like dumb shit.
Yeah.
Whoa, you guys are so.
You like
edgy.
Midwest McDonald's workers,
What-
and you're flaming me for liking Grimes.
Every girl looks like Grimes in Australia.
I'll report back.
Stand.
I'll report back the validity of this. But yeah, no, it's not like, hey, what would you do if you had a lot of money? It's more like, what would you do if you didn't have to worry about the things you're already worrying
I
about?
don't
right?
I already don't. I'm already living that life, Anthony.
So if you had Elon Musk dummy cash and you dump Grimes, you would just head right to the N64 setup?
I'd still definitely play. I don't know if I'd play 8 hours a day, but I'd still play.
Right.
I just want to be with Grimes. I don't really care about the money.
I shouldn't have said this.
Yeah.
This man.
I don't know. I'd probably shoot a Tesla car into space. That
Just like for
sounds
the
sick.
fuck of it.
I think he's just memes, right? So like
He's not memes.
Elon Musk?
he's memes.
He's
Tim.
not memes.
He shot a vehicle into space with a man in it. with a
a-
suit
that's a
man.
meme.
That's
huge
the
memes.
project we're going to talk about.
Well, I mean,
of
come
Elon
on.
Musk's works.
Yeah,
I
it's the memeiest one.
I think he
Yeah.
just has a bunch of money.
You
Like
know
I don't know if he
what?
actually does stuff.
You know
I
what
think he
pissed
Are you
no, I think
stoned?
he
pays
no,
people
he
to do
literally.
stuff.
I think I actually I don't know. I don't
He's
want to speculate
He built
all
PayPal
I know.
and sold it. Dumped all of the money trying to launch a rocket. Failed launching the rocket like 3 times. The whole world laughed at him. Made another company. Made
no,
the money
look,
back
They
again.
laughed at him because his name was Elon.
Yeah, and Musk.
And also
However-
because he dumped like 2 massive companies' entire worth on trying to launch rockets outside of NASA.
Yeah,
I
He's the
have-
first person to ever try
I
that.
can only believe you at this point because I have no idea. But
Yeah, but I'm
what I do
saying-
know
Built
it
PayPal.
is that he sent
yeah,
a man.
that's not. That doesn't mean he's like a scientist at all.
No, but he's been coding since he was fucking 2.
Yeah, so do
Like this guy.
Elon. Yeah, I can't.
little Elon.
Little Elon. There we
Don't
go.
stop.
That's way
I
better.
don't want to see
No, please.
His
no.
face looks even scarier than.
than anything we could have ever
This is
imagined.
not good. This is not good. Next comment on the YouTube video. Can't believe slime has a fucking.
You type so hard he fell
Oh,
over.
No.
Who's
Good.
gonna send him back up?
I'm not.
Uh,
He's
just
fine.
let it-
All right. Night night. No, don't throw the baby.
Come on, man.
It's a BTS
Trying
baby.
to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Yeah.
But yeah, that.
I don't know. When you have dummy money, like it's one of the. We talked about it when Zeke was here a bit, and it's like, oh, like this is the end.
Yeah.
So it's like I've already. I don't know what
It's
I
only
want to do
the end
anymore.
if you're already chasing money.
Well, you have to ask yourself, I think, what is the thing that makes you say, "Oh, now what?" And for a lot of people, I think that is money, because it's just like the way culture has been built up, at least in America, is like getting the shmun is what you should be about, and that's what you need to chase, right? But like, if that answer isn't, if like being dummy thick money isn't your goal, what is? And if you don't,
Surf and crush
and if
kids.
you don't know the answer to that, I think you should find it, right? I think I know the answer, but I'm also not sure.
What's the answer? What's your answer?
I would just like use all resources available to like, I don't know, film a film. I don't know,
Yeah, I mean,
like something like that.
yeah, I'd probably do music.
Yeah,
Bullshit
I would
too.
do music
but, like,
too.
It's just
I just exist.
I
and
already
fuck
do
it.
that, so it's like I would just
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you could afford like nicer
With-
gear.
I think I'd continue to play Melee.
nice.
You continue to play Melee.
I just continue to like.
You'd be on your Dylan Sprouse shit if he actually went all the way.
I just try to be in the spots to play Melee.
Dylan Sprouse could have been something.
What if he was the next PP?
Not even that, but what if he like
That's a good. Let's talk about that.
That's a good meme, right?
what if he like came to events and like commentated at the very least?
He did, didn't
He
he?
No,
wanted
he
to.
never He never
Yeah, he did.
No.
I swear to
Find
God.
me tapes.
I will find. He actually commentated with
Find
D1, I think, at a New York tournament.
tapes,
Yeah. He
girl.
wanted to, but it was
Want
Smash
the
4 though.
tapes?
No, I swear it was a Melee
If it
tournament.
was Smash 4, you're scuffed. You're saying scuffed tapes.
I don't think I would watch the Smash 4
Him and his
tournament
brother
willingly.
liked.
I think you would
PM.
watch
They liked
something-
PM the most.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so
They started
gang.
playing PM.
That's so funny. But what if he like kept his hand in the bucket, right? Like, what if he just hanging out still, and Dylan Sprouse was like a part of the community? That'd be so
He's
funny.
doing cooler shit, so.
Yeah, obviously. He tried to produce the next Sweet Life, and Disney tried to steal the idea, according to his interview.
Yeah.
But
The sweet life.
Isn't he goth now? Did he dye his hair black?
What?
I don't know.
Isn't he dating Grimes now?
I swear to God, one of them's goth.
Elon Musk is actually
One of
just
them has black hair now.
one of the Zach and Cody's.
He's on the wave. Unlike you.
Why
and
does
Goths
he
are,
start
Goths are
rapping,
coming back
dude?
around. I mean,
Goths
that's the
have
next
been
step,
coming
right?
back around for a long time.
Well, I mean,
It's
Elon
just-
Musk.
So what happened, right, was girls were seen when they were 13, and then they were hipster when they were like 16, or like indie from 16 to 21, and now it's cool to be goth again, so they got all their shit out of the cupboard. You know, it's just new wave. It's just new wave scene. That's all it is for
It's
people on
very different.
on top. Yeah, you've been at it for a long time though. I'm saying the new wave, like big titty goth GF meme people.
Yeah, that's just a meme, though.
Memes
people
are
are living that
reflections of
life.
culture and society.
Yeah, but I'm saying as someone who is not a dumbass. that,
All I'm
It's just
saying
not
is
the way
this
it
is the
is.
cycle that it's like Evolution 1 scene, Charmeleon, hipster, and then Charizard, big titty goth GF.
sure, but you also said that Charizard is like the same as Charmander.
No, he's much more powerful.
Today's goths are much stronger.
Yeah,
They know much
then
stronger
Scene does it.
spells.
It's not pink raccoon tails anymore and black veil brides. It's whatever.
What is
the
the new
modern
goth
day
wave? Can you
goth
just give
people
us a
get
goth
up on.
update?
No, absolutely not. You think I gotta let some?
He just
Normie?
doesn't. He doesn't know
He
any.
doesn't know.
You don't know anything. Dude.
He's out of the loop. I think
I think
he
you're just
actually
out of the
doesn't
loop
like
so hard.
other
You're
goths.
old. We're old. You don't know what the goth's like now.
Homie, I used to go to Das Bunker.
That sounds pretty goth.
Yeah.
It's got DOS in front of it.
You need to keep going though to stay in the loop. You
Was-
can't be talking about 3 years old,
No,
Panther.
Is
fucking
is
closed down.
Rammstein goth?
No.
I don't
Did
know.
Rammstein play the Triple X movie? Was that like a thing?
Triple X, the
With
with
the
Vin
f-
Diesel?
Yeah, with the Tesla coils and shit.
I,
You remember that?
I
where
think
they're in
the
fucking
early
club?
scene, right?
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
club. I don't know.
I
Maybe.
feel like Rammstein is a weird fan base.
Rammstein, we always like, even when we liked it as teenagers, because it was like just hard music.
Who's we?
Me and my friends. It would like, we just thought it was really like, we could imagine them pooping on each other and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
It's just
I think
like
that's
weird,
what everyone was
gross,
saying.
like homoerotic. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but like the pooping maybe is a little. Are you down with poop fetishes?
No.
Are you cool with it though?
No.
Why?
I'm cool with everything, but just as long as I don't have to be involved with it.
Right. But Dawson, poop fetish. Is it cool that people do that in their homes?
I mean, I'm not cool. I don't think it's
I
cool.
don't.
But I'm
Yeah,
cool.
like an after school.
But
like,
I'm cool
like
with it.
Scruff
It's
the
not
crime
cool.
dog. Like
Yeah.
Smokey the Bear says, pooping on your friends is not that chill.
I don't think it's cool, but I'm cool with it existing.
I don't like a lot of things that people do.
Yeah, but you take like platforms sometimes on things that I would never expect. So this is more just like me seeing.
I don't really have an opinion because I'm not up at night thinking. You know what?
I guess I just think more than you do then.
I think you think more about
You think about some weird
stuff
shit.
like that. Yeah.
You're like, this guy like this on Twitter. He's up. That means he's on this guy's page right now. And sometimes I'm just like, dude, it's fucking.
No, that's a
school.
good thing to think.
Yeah.
You're feeding into it.
I just think about a lot of stuff. Doesn't
Yeah.
mean, you know.
Not
You know what I
though.
think about, dog? I'm thinking about, hey man, what tricks have I been missing recently? Volvagia?
How was that Dodongo's last week?
Is shield flicking for the turn degenerate? Is that a strategy that won't work consistently?
You know, there's like a whole mass of people that think that's more weird than people pooping on each other. Or I think
Oh, I don't know
someone
about
thinking-
that, bro.
the thought of someone thinking about people.
You think
pooping on each
speedrunning
other.
is smaller than scat?
Yeah, actually,
I think it is. Do you not?
it has to be.
Speed
right?
running.
No.
I think actually speed running and scat is like very.
They might
it's
be
neck
even,
and
yeah.
neck. Yeah.
On which is bigger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's neck and neck, bro.
Apparently, speedrun.com got like 7 million views in the last couple of months. So
Maybe the Venn diagram is a more interesting sort of.
I don't think there's much Venn diagram.
I think
I
there's
think
a
there's- I
huge
think
Venn
there's
diagram, and I
plus
think,
or minus 5%.
I think the middle of that Venn diagram is the
I
biggest
think-
part
I
of
think
that.
if you-
5%
I think
plus or
if you
minus
said
1.
Furries, I'd say there's probably a huge overlap.
30.
If you said
Furries are the new
30,
wave,
no,
though.
no way 30 of runners or of speedrun enthusiasts, because that's where you've got to draw another
Well,
line.
runners is another. I would say speed running community in general, viewers and runners. Right.
What constitutes as community then? It's like a you community because you've watched like summoning salts videos. You know?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're someone who
He also watches
I'm
like
someone who
Enop and-
actively
yeah.
enjoys speed
ZFG.
running
yeah,
content.
Yeah, I'd say you're in there. I'd say when
And
you
I
add,
also like getting pooped on from like a balcony.
when you add the viewers, it probably makes all of the weird stuff a lot less.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Interesting. I'm just kidding, guys. By the way, I don't have a poop fetish.
No, he just likes eating
Clear
people.
that
He
up.
likes he just
I would try
he's
it
just
in the
into
tent, in the shaman
cannibalism.
tent. I would
I
try
would-
the meat. We
I
don't have to
wouldn't
talk
try
about
getting
this.
Pooed on, dude.
I wouldn't try that. There are a lot of things I'll try once. Actually, I'll try that once.
I
Fuck
mean,
it.
you could just wash it off.
Yeah, just
like,
wash
really
it off.
quick,
You just
yeah.
jump in the lake.
But it's just why? Maybe we find out something about ourselves. You know?
Yeah.
I'm
you
so
know,
Maybe it's
glad
hype.
Rob isn't here to hear this conversation. He'd be very disappointed.
Rob's
with us.
making crafts right now.
So what's
How do you propose that to your significant other?
Dude, there's a lot of threads I see that on the r/relationships. Hotbid loves reading that, and he'll just start announcing titles of the
'Cause
threads
it's a
he's
joke.
reading. And there's ones that are like, just like my significant other walked in on me wearing my furry dog costume. What do I do? It's the whole thread's like, well, communication is key. That's
Yeah,
always the
something that
answer.
you-
It's always like,
Yeah.
hey, maybe you should talk about that.
Yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't be on Reddit asking us. You should just ask
Just
them
talk to
how
this
they
other
feel.
person who's supposed to be a huge part of your life.
Yeah, maybe you should tell them that you like to dress up as a dog, and there's a tail that goes in your butt, and you like to wag it.
That's another one I never got, but
It's the new wave. It's sick.
Puppy play.
Something.
I love just like
being a dog.
you love dogs so much, just want to be one, and that includes doing weird sexual shit. Me too, brother.
Imagine
I'm on the forums.
God's like proposing that idea to the person he's co-writing humanity with. He's like, so in like the 21st century, it's gonna make a lot of sense to these guys to want to be dogs, but it's like a cartoon dog. It's not like a real dog. It's like a human dog, roughly, like in the image of them, but also an animal. And this dog is gonna this looks sort of like a cartoon, but sort of like a person. And there's gonna be a lot of like fetish stuff. Like, where do
Fetish
humans come
shit.
up with this shit?
I don't know. I would like to read academic studies and dissertations on why people end up liking, for instance, like feet. Animals.
That makes more sense to me because it's like a part of a human that you're probably attracted to.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
if someone's like, I just like.
I mean, I don't want
girls'
to play that like
elbows or arms.
how low would you go type of thing.
No, but
But-
there's a human element to that, right?
Yeah, I mean it's human feet, sure.
Yeah.
There are the guys that like marry their car. There was that guy, and he was
Yeah.
talking about like beating
Or
off
like
in his car.
trees.
Yeah. The lady who like married a cruise ship or whatever.
Yeah. Or a roller coaster. I saw
yeah,
that.
I think I'm thinking just
that
giant
the whole,
metal
the whole
structures.
yeah theme park. It's fucked up, man.
But like what I don't know.
I think
I wanna read. I
would
wanna
be a
read
very
more.
open-minded dad or person until it would be like, but why you gotta beat off to like weird like why you gotta dress up as a cartoon? Like, if you want to be transgender, if you want to be whoever you are, that's fine. But you're a human. You know, we're all humans.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I think that's
So,
where I
says
don't
so,
like.
you,
if, so
man.
if you're
Some of us are lizard people, man.
Like beating off to like cartoon planes.
Unfazed. He's
yeah,
one of them.
well, the cool thing about lizard people is that one of them eventually got voted into office in 2008, and that was a great sort of
Yeah.
step.
I mean, eventually they all
Well, that was
they
the-
all revealed themselves by using Facebook Pay.
He was only half lizard person, half Lucifer himself.
yeah, but yeah.
Facebook Pay is just this thing set up by
Nut actually tried
by
to pay me,
Zuckerberg just
dude.
to find lizard people.
Nut once tried to pay me in Facebook Pay,
That's fucked
and
up.
I was like,
Nut.
"You've been on the straight and narrow this whole time
For so
and
long.
and you did this to me." My
Wait, what were we saying before the lizard people crack?
We were saying acceptance.
Oh, right. So what if your son or daughter, your child says to you, probably by teenage, adolescence, puberty age, says, "Look, Dad, I'm a chair."
I'd say, like, that's the only point where, like, 1970s dad comes out in me, and I'm like, where did I go wrong? Because that's just dumb as hell. You're not a chair. You're a person.
What about I'm attracted to chairs? That's a fetish.
That's-
Attracted to like inanimate objects, right?
Yeah, that's still, like, more...
Dad, I want to fuck the couch.
I mean, I'll be like, son, you're a normal teenage boy. Go right ahead. But, yeah, I feel like there's very, very few things where I'd be like, damn, dog, I fucked up. Because that's like, you have to go down a weird path to even be exposed to that.
Do you? Maybe
Yeah,
you don't.
To think you're a chair?
Maybe. Well, let's just change it to think you want to fuck a chair, right? But like maybe people in like the 1700s, there are a lot of people like I want to fuck a chair, and everyone's like, well, we don't have electricity yet, so we'll figure that out first. You
We'll
know what I
cross
mean?
that bridge when
We
we
can't
get
make R34 on a computer of chairs yet. So as soon as we figure out electricity, then computers, then Photoshop, then cartooning
Yeah.
chairs.
Wait 600
Well-
years, and we're gonna have this thing called the internet, and it's gonna be wild.
You're gonna love it.
I feel like a lot of that stuff though comes from like maybe there were people in the 1800s doing that, and that version of it makes more sense to me than the version of the community that would spring up around that and like sort of humanize it. If it's not humanized, then it almost makes more sense to me.
What humanize? What do you mean?
Like if the chair's talking and there's like you know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah, right.
Like to me that's just completely warped
I don't know, man.
because it can't talk. It's a chair.
Which
If someone's just like, hey, that's a really nice German-made 1800s chair, and I really fancy that, like as an object, but also as something that like is interesting, I can understand that much more.
no, yeah. Sometimes you just a chair real nice.
But people who are like, oh, like have that response to like cars or whatever object that it is, that makes a lot more sense to me than like y- any sort of sexualization based on a character of an object,
Yeah.
because that's just completely on some fantasy weird fairy tale shit.
Do you know what? I read that, well, remember, like, well, I not remember, but apparently there was a cultural idea decades ago where, like, women showing legs was, like, the hype as shit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean that still had like
Look-
a lot of
look at
countries in
the-
the Middle East work.
Well, I'm talking about America, right?
Okay.
For all intents and purposes, but it's like, look at the legs on that dame.
Wow, how you guys have really advanced since then, huh?
Well, what I'm saying is, like, that's no longer a thing.
I was gonna say no. Nicki Minaj shakes the whole goddamn,
Shakes
and
the
everyone's like, well, we've seen
It'd
it
be
before.
cooler if she was a chair.
or just naked.
Right.
Get around. I feel like that's where it's going. It has to go that way.
It
right?
can't. No, that's the.
That's the line.
We just got to the tattered edge, and that's like where we'll stay forever as a culture. I think in
Really?
America,
You
yeah.
think so?
Because like in EU, there's like commercials where there's like bouncing on the dam.
Do you think there's such a lashback between like you guys like the media here is obviously so sexualized, but then it's like going all the way is like, oh, that's degenerate.
Yeah.
Whereas in EU, they're actually just about it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh,
It's weird.
we've had nude beaches forever. Like getting your tits out is whatever.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't
Yeah,
get
yeah.
it.
It's like a double-edged sword. You guys have made a lot of money on it, but can't go all the way.
Yeah. It's what does that remind me of? That feels like so valid to something else. It's not Melee.
Couldn't be. It's
On
definitely
this
not.
show?
Definitely not
There's
gonna
no
be
way
melee.
it's melee.
Either way,
So
I-
what now?
I don't know. Man.
What do we say is the last American podcast ever? Because we're never doing this again.
The last American, the great
that what
American
you've decided?
podcast.
I'm never looking at this man in the face ever again. After this,
This is the last time, and it's only as a favor to me.
you think?
These
Yeah.
guys have already started the beef again.
Yeah.
I haven't even
it's-
left yet.
We're just
We-
frothing.
He actually is.
Mad.
He's been giving us kickbacks the entire time, and just
We've been getting paid to get along.
I can't. I thought I
It's
could do
hard because you're just so whack.
it. I'm whack. I'm whack.
Yeah,
I'm sick of you, man. I'm sick of this dude.
it's memes. It's memes.
Nah,
Save the show.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, so this is the last American podcast
All right.
to ever.
Ever.
Let's do this at the end. All right, we've got Bam coming up. Let's talk about that. It's going to be a great time. Armada's flying out. Chewdat's flying out. Spud.
Aiden flying out.
Slime flying out. Top 32 for
Aiden's
Slime.
flying
I've been
out?
getting asked a lot of questions. How good is Slime? I said, I think he makes top 32 if he plays well.
That's actually look.
That is so
maybe top
false.
64.
Is Australia that scuffed? That Slime is making it to top 32?
I've been rating you very high. I've been saying he's going to do
If
well.
he
Why?
makes top 32,
Why?
I never want to hear anything about how good your region is ever again.
That's truly an L.
I
I
think-
will be fighting to just take
I've
down
been trying
the
to
value.
I've been trying to get you seating so you don't drown before top 64. You're going to probably drown in pools, but I've been trying to avoid that happening.
I'm just saying, if I play Microsoft J,
He's telling
Jay's fucking you up.
he's telling Kalen just give him the free pull.
No, not the free pool, but give him the one he can at least make it out. Like if there's Sora and then like Hyrie or Fess or something in that bitch, it's over for you, dude.
Tekar comes out of nowhere and just
look, all right, look, I'll break it to you guys right now. I am sick. I am good. I'm amazing.
When was the last time you made it out of pools?
Don't answer that.
Maybe
And
after Bam, we can answer that.
when is the last time we made pools? Evo 2016?
Adam, you made it out of both pools. You made it into top 64
No,
out
round-
of pools.
round
round
one
one.
pool.
Oh,
He's talking about
that's
round-
that's super scuffed.
baby pools.
Oh, the kiddie pool.
I usually
Kiddie
don't make it out. I'm a choker, bro.
pool.
I'm a choker. I just am.
Oh.
It's who I am. I typically don't make it to day 2, but money matches I do a lot better in. If anyone wants, if anyone wants to catch this work, I get
Playing
man,
for $5, I'm hot.
everyone thinks I'm so shit. I'm like, you know what? Good. Keep thinking that, and then we'll play.
For $5.
That's what you think about me, and then we play.
You guys you are better than him by the same amount of height that you're taller than him by.
That's not true.
For one, that's not
The
true.
answer is negligible.
No, I'm better than him by the
Yeah.
amount of height that he's taller than
Yeah,
me
that's
by.
actually probably it goes either way on that one. I think.
Miles, you were at Summit. You heard and saw.
You didn't see anything.
I didn't
What did you
actually
see?
Shit.
You didn't see.
Oh
you
my
didn't see a
God.
goddamn.
I was playing Friendos.
Everyone wants to talk that good shit, and then when it comes time,
You didn't even want to play me today.
You didn't even want to play inside.
I said you want to play, and you're like, I don't want to play.
And then I ended up playing, and then he was like, "No, I'm not. I'm not letting you in."
The reason I said that was because you said I got next when I was on 170. How did
Thanks to yours truly.
Sore loser.
I'm so sick.
You would just
this
beat.
guy lives in Socal? Doesn't want to play by the mango rule. How
Yeah,
about
that's
that?
actually whack. You're whack.
Who ca-
You
Dude,
had
we're at
another-
Summit.
put
None
it
of us
in the
play
column.
anymore.
None of us play anymore.
When's the last time you made up pools?
I haven't been to a van with pools.
So you don't play anymore.
I make it out of round 1 pools, but I don't say I made it out of pools like you two fucking idiots.
Pools means round one in my household.
It's about locals.
Bracket.
I don't go to.
Okay, so there's pools and then there's bracket.
I don't go to majors.
Bracket is top 64.
I think it's asking me whether or not I made it out of pool is
Out of-
the more apt
yeah,
question
that
for
is
me.
a
Out of
better
pool.
question, yeah. Made
Last
it out of the
I had a
wading
pretty
pool.
good run at full bloom.
Last
actually.
major I
just
went to
fucking
was
botched it.
Genesis, and I was dying, so I was very
Yeah,
sad.
that's chill, man.
I had a free pool.
You couldn't play.
I couldn't.
How was doubles?
I woke up.
Dude,
We
Evo.
got washed too. Dude, I woke up with blood in my mouth. It was fucked up.
So
badass.
what? All you do is complain.
Yeah, because I'm next to you most of the time.
I'm cool.
You're not cool. You're wearing K-Swisses in 2K18.
Let's just let it out so that we can just end it all on this
I'm
final
cool.
episode.
You're whack. I got cool shoes.
You were gonna win me over until you said that.
That's your number one. That's your go-to.
Yeah, man. Cost me $40 at Ross. Yeah, I should get my shoes at Ross.
I'm gonna.
It's all
I'm
good.
gonna Ralph.
Ralph.
Remember Evo? I lost my round 1.
Yeah.
Did he make it out?
What was his
Yeah, I
name?
made it
Captain
up.
Neckbeard.
Captain Neck.
That's right.
Was it a peach?
Yeah, it was.
Yes,
a
it was a
peach.
peach. And then he faced off against Captain Neckbeard again after he was hot and about a beer deep.
Yeah, I went and bought. I bought a beer for. I think I've told this story before, but I went over to the Evo. I took the loss and I was like, whatever. Let's play losers. Let's get a beer. Let's have some fun, and let's just get into it. You know, let's play. And I bought my beer, and the lady said 13. And I said, if I didn't need this to make it out right now, lady, there is no way I'm paying 13. But
That's-
you don't know what a rock and a hard place I'm between right now.
And I need this fine Pilsner.
Got that beer, rocked everybody in the pool, said see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Then you beat Biz that same tournament.
Yeah, that was fun.
That's a good tournament.
Came 96th.
You beat also that Marth player from Vegas who's pretty good. I forget
No,
his
he played
name.
Fox.
Are you sure?
I think so, yeah.
He had
It
the
was
big
a nail
smash
biter.
ball tattoo.
Yeah, he played Fox.
Okay.
As soon as I see a tattoo like that at a major, I'm like,
I will say that guy's been playing for a long time. So
yeah, but you know what I mean? You know when you see a Smash emblem tattoo, like a big one, or a big shine? And it's kind of just like, you couldn't think of anything else?
I will say in 2014 when I went to Evo when I was just like a fresh baby lad, I saw someone with a shine tattoo right here, and I was like, whoa,
I think hand tats,
That
no
guy's
matter
really
what they
about
are kind of sick.
they're kind of sick.
If they're small enough and on your.
Speaking of tattoos,
I've always
are we-
wanted knuckle tattoos.
Yeah, dude, I want like tattoos in
But
here.
I also want to like I don't want to lock myself out of like working at places for money one day.
Yeah.
You know,
See, I'm,
like here it'd obviously fine, but
I'm
like
fine with that.
there's the guy Mystery Skulls, this band I guess you would call it that I just really liked. I remember like him all the way through college, and then I saw a video of him doing Paralyzed at some show, and he's working the table and the computer and stuff, and he's just got like fucking hand tattoos, and I was like, that's scary to me. That's a scary thing.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
It's
Hand
sick.
but like
you're
all
whack.
the way up, right? Like, whew,
That's me.
that's spooky. Do you have any tattoos?
No, but
Why?
I just
They're scuffed.
no. I really like
He
tattoos.
can't say they're scuffed.
The problem is like literally once I get the first one, it just like I'm gonna be spending a ton of money for the rest of my life on tattoos.
Why don't you spend low amounts of
I
money?
can't do it, dude.
Get shit ones.
I
get
can't
bad
do it.
ones.
Hey, you want to get a tattoo with the three of us?
No.
You wanna go get
Why not? Why not?
When? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
I literally can't tomorrow.
Monday.
Monday.
You
When do
guys
you
are
fly out?
flying.
When do
on
you
No,
fly
Monday.
we're
out?
flying on Wednesday, bro.
Well, I fly out on Monday.
He's gone.
Will I fly out on Monday too then?
Yeah.
I need to go to Nez Modgod's house.
Okay. We can go.
Fuck.
What when do you fly out Monday? I forgot. Like what
I'm
How
on
do
time?
you
the
guys
same
not have
flight
the
as
same
you.
flight?
You're not on the same flight as me. I fucking have a layover in Fiji.
You're gonna meet up with I Love Lot Lizards?
Yeah.
You fly out on Monday
Yeah.
and you get to Australia on Wednesday.
Yeah. Same as you, I'm
How
pretty
do-
sure.
Does that work out?
If not, I'll just sleep in the fucking Melbourne airport.
My dad said he'd actually come and get you.
That's tight. He's a shooter.
Uh,
Either way, let's look at your itinerary before we decide to
I
start
thought it was
going
the same.
places. I couldn't get on your same flight. I have a layover in a foreign country, which I also have never been in.
Who are you flying with?
Fiji Airways. Fucking no, dude.
You're not flying with United?
No. On the way back, I am. I think. I actually have no idea. Yeah, it's gonna
United's scuffed.
it's
anyway,
gonna be
but
tight.
You're gonna get there.
I'm gonna-
Airports in general are
I've never been
scuffed,
on a
dude.
flight this long. What should I know about being on a flight this long? Do I get leg room, or is it like a
No.
normal flight?
You don't get much more leg room. You're gonna want it. You just gotta. You gotta be good at passing time, and there's gonna come a point in the flight where you want it to be over, and it's not gonna be over. Like
Okay.
the 8-hour mark, you have another 8 hours at that point.
You're just like, man, I wish it was gonna be over soon.
See me, I'm really good at just existing.
It's like
And
life,
just, like,
really.
putting
my
It's
head
just
down.
like I want this to be over.
Well, it's like when you
Right now.
when you like you're dieting or something. You just have to be comfortable being hungry.
Yeah.
And you have to just be comfortable being uncomfortable.
I'm trying to talk to
Yeah,
me about
yeah.
diets, dude.
Huh?
You can watch a lot of movies though.
A lot of movies.
A lot of movies.
I'll watch a bunch of superhero movies. I'm on the wave. I
I
saw
mean,
Avengers.
they'll put you to sleep. That's what I need to do.
Oh, brother. I need to prepare for this. What have I done? What am I doing with my life? I woke up this morning wondering what I was doing in my life. This happens once
Every
a week.
day.
I woke up this morning and I saw a shadowy figure standing over me for like a split second, and then it was just a chair.
There are a lot of chairs right now in the house.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, are we leaving on Monday? I thought I had some more days to do shit. I was gonna go to TMT.
I don't know why you don't know when you leave.
How did I think I was going to TMT? Hang on, 'cause
Wednesday would literally. How do you think you have a
we
full week
lose-
if Wednesday
do we
would
lose
be?
time? Hang on, wait a second. I'm trying to think.
We lose time flying there.
Oh,
When,
that's why
when
we.
you fly back, you get it back. So I'm leaving on I think a Wednesday, and I arrive on a Wednesday earlier.
That's
Back in the
I
U.S.
Why
don't
didn't you
like
just
that.
take the Thursday and Friday off? Take the weekend off. There's another 4 days there. Why don't you do that?
Because I'm trying to get back soon. I can't just take a fucking
You
fatty
can't take
break.
2 days.
I'm trying to work. It's like Don Draper. I want to work when he says that.
Yeah.
It's like me. But
You're
making meme
slave.
content instead of ad content,
Yeah.
which is roughly the same amount of embarrassing.
Yeah.
No. I feel like making serious ads is like you can play it off being like, yeah, this is what I always wanted to do.
I don't think that's ever like, because I did that. I didn't like make ads themselves, but I wrote copy. So I was like, I didn't feel happy about myself. The only thing I felt happy about when I wrote ad copy was like, yeah, I really did nail this like description, or like I nailed the mastery of the language, but it was like for what, you know, to sell peppers, Ezekiel Peppers direct.
Ezekiel
pepper.
Peppers direct.
Like-
Who is that? Tell me the story of Ezekiel
I
Peppers.
don't know, dude. It's what is his name?
This was fresh peppers, dude.
It's just fresh
Hey, does he
peppers.
sell? Hey,
Good
hey,
people.
Good people.
does he sell ghost peppers?
Ooh, I like that a lot. That was good. That was a good
His
slow
name's
roll.
Ezekiel, you know.
Yeah.
You're stepping on your own joke. It was pretty funny.
Yeah,
I don't know why you're embarrassed.
yeah.
I'm embarrassed
I
for him,
wanted to
dude.
put out a B plus and then throw it away.
There you
How
go.
about that?
Also, wait, we're gonna be commentating Bigger Buck. I haven't confirmed anything about that, but apparently there's.
Nor asked.
So there is going to be a stream. We got
Yes.
it wrong last time.
There's gonna be a stream. Apparently,
guys-
I was wrong.
You guys just say things without knowing.
I was really sure. I saw something on the internet, and I was convinced.
Somebody
you believe everything
told
you
me-
read?
Yeah,
Yeah, you believe everything.
everything.
You're dumb.
Send me some, I'll read it, and
But
then I'll believe
It
it.
was also sent by somebody who would usually be in the loop.
Yes,
Where's the tape? It's like you guys are talking about this tape, but you can't find it anymore.
it's on the thing.
We're gonna try to be there, I think.
So you're telling me that we leave tomorrow night?
Well, tomorrow would be Sunday.
No, the day after tomorrow.
Yes.
Because I've already considered today's already. I'm getting home.
Today
playing-
doesn't even count.
I'm playing Zelda. And it's a write-off.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Anthony Bruno, first of my name, king of the closet and the first men, am leaving on Monday.
All right.
10 p.m. is when I fly out, ish. I don't know, Miles, when you're going.
I thought you booked the same flight, dude.
Dog, no, I couldn't. I couldn't do it. Either way, yeah, we're
We're gonna be around,
God
but not
damn.
here
Can you guys
ever
tell?
again.
We're just like, it's like
It's-
week 1, we're just like happy and just like banting. Like week 15, we're just like, oh, fucking Crush maybe has the poop fetish. I don't know. Like we don't know what do
Safo
we
keeps
do?
babies
fucking props.
to kill him.
It's just all filler, no killer.
Oh, what do we do? What do we-
Socal Arcadian's coming up. That's as much as I'm gonna talk about it,
Who? Yeah, you're really against Arcadians.
and I'm running it. Half.
Congratulations.
You're
I'm part
such
of
a fucking sellout.
I'm part of
You're
the
such a
four
fucking sellout.
horsemen. I got
Yeah.
peer
man.
pressured.
No,
But
you
Jerry-
didn't. No, you didn't.
Don't blame this on Jerry.
Don't blame it on anybody but your fucking chill.
Thought you had
Look at
morals,
you.
dude.
Ass.
Look at where you're at right now. Talking
Welcome
about
to
shilling.
my life.
Why is making $1 in this country so wrong to you guys?
Because capitalism is gross.
Yeah.
But
Man.
you guys love it too. It's
No,
like,
we
you guys,
don't.
I hate my dad, but you love him.
Nah.
That's you and capitalism.
I love my dad and I love him.
And capitalism.
I hate my dad and I hate him.
Yep, hate
And-
my dad.
You love
Yep.
capitalism.
I hate capitalism.
What would you rather have,
Until there's an
Mr.
Arcadian.
Government Man?
Me?
Yeah. What would you rather it be? We had asked a lot if we're like fake capitalist haters or we're actually like woke socialists or we're just memeing it up. I'm starting to think it's like
No,
the
we-
latter.
Yeah, we are fake haters because
No, it's just, dude, it's a complex. One, I'm not going to get into it. It's just a
That's a
complex
cop
problem.
out. That's a cop
It's
out.
a cop out. You want to talk 3 hours on why capitalism doesn't work, but probably socialism doesn't work either, and how like
Yes.
finding a middle
If
ground
it's
is.
Start.
if the answer comes back to Arcadians being okay, then
I
let's
think it's
get the
worth
ball
it.
rolling.
Yeah. Look,
Dawson's overlords are saying
you're a fucking
I had
sellout.
3 people, the 3 other horsemen of the SoCal apocalypse, approach me, and they said,
Bevan, Barry, and who else?
"Blur." You know
Who's the fourth?
me.
oh,
They
The whole
came to
time.
me.
I've been pestilence the
Yeah.
whole time.
I've been famine. No.
it's all about the numbers now, dude. Thunder want those people.
That's
it's
not
about the
true.
people. Thunder want you
That's
to bring the
not
people
true at
through.
all.
Huh?
They said
That's your job now.
They
Run
said
big
actually
events, not smash
Having
events.
events
get-
is not a bad thing. I've always been. Actually, you convinced me that Arcadians were whack, and I'm like, you know what? They are. And now you're like doing one, and I'm like, Dad, no. Stop.
yeah. Jerry came up to me and was like, "Well, we just, we're gonna all do it, and like it would be cool if like you would hop on too." And then Trike was like, "Dude, come on, just join us."
So you're a fucking just.
Oh, when
You're
I
a
have
fair weather
when,
dude.
When I have
So if all
3
your
friends,
friends
like
are jumping
Miles.
off a cliff,
yes, I would happily jump off a cliff right now.
You're
If-
weak. You're a weak idiot.
You
with
believe
no
everything
morals.
you hear.
no,
Yeah.
I'm not even running an Arcadian.
mine are aligned.
You just believe me. You fuck. You haven't even seen it on the SoCal page, you
My morals
dumbass.
are aligned.
What?
My morals are aligned.
No, they're not. You want to do this right
Oh,
now?
this-
You really want to do this
We
right
had
now?
this whole conversation.
My mans, we're in the Sprouts picking out yerbs. I got a coconut water with pulp. Could have used more. I'm out here saying.
This guy follows everyone like a hawk on Twitter. I'm saying I'm doing my own shit.
I don't follow people. I'm conservative with my likes. I'm more loose with my retweets, but I always retweet the boys.
You quote the boys. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't just
you
quote
quote
the
the
boys.
boys.
I
You
retweet
quote
the
the boys.
boys.
You
I know.
boys.
I quote people
you've been
who I
quoting
don't
the boys
know.
every
I do
day
not.
of
I
your
don't
life.
quote the
You
boys.
quote the boys.
No.
When you go
He's
to
a
the
Twitter
office,
diva. He's
you
a
go to
Twitter
stupid.
diva.
You go into that office, you're quoting us.
No, I don't. You're so fucking
This guy's a
stupid.
Twitter diva.
You're only saying that because if tapes got out,
There's no
of you
tapes.
agreeing,
Show
this
the
is-
tapes.
this is a
Send
tape.
it all. Do it. Just do it. You're
This guy's-
so dumb.
This guy's a
There's
Twitter
nothing.
diva.
All right, that was unnecessary.
everyone relax.
You're a diva.
You're a
You're
diva.
sellout. You're a
He's a
sellout
sellout.
too.
He's a
You're both
sellout. You're a
sellouts.
diva.
And I'm a sellout too, brother.
What
Anyway,
happened to us? Remember when we first started?
You just cut to that moment, and people are like, yeah, they really fucking flew the coop, bro. No, okay. We were talking about this in the
This
Sprouts.
is your fault.
I was talking about this. What, me?
Yeah, because you guys, we could do the fucking
Why is
flashback.
that?
Because you said Schilling's okay now. Because Ludwig.
Yeah.
It's Ludwig's fault.
No, it's Ludwig's fault.
Yeah. Okay.
He started everything.
Never mind. You guys are cool.
Thanks.
Go on.
So in the Sprouts, I was saying someone made that butterfly meme where it's like, "Is this blank?" Which is the anime thing, and someone made that about Miles's stream about
Yeah.
his speed running, and Miles retweeted it like a fucking shill,
Simp,
like a
dude.
sellout.
I like the people who like me.
Yeah, but he hates that. He hates
I don't
memes.
hate that meme. I dislike
Yes,
memes.
you do.
I dislike memes.
You don't like that meme because someone was nice to you with it. And what I was arguing was that
I
every
like-
time someone's
I like-
nice to Miles, it changes everything.
No, when somebody's taking the time to make something for me, I'm going to show appreciation for that.
Even though you think memes are whack.
I don't like memes on the whole that much.
That guy made a meme that was a hot ass Twitter ass meme that you would have seen scroll, and you're like, and you would have said at 2 a.m, you would have turned to me next to you and be like, you know what, this fucking sucks, and I'd be like, yeah, brother.
But somebody took the time to make something for me. And they were thinking
a
of me.
meme,
And that's
really.
nice.
So what I'm
So
So
saying
your
is that
auntie gets you a whack-ass card on Christmas, and you're going to fucking roast a dumb Christmas dog? You're going to say his hat looks fucking shitty, and what is that Christmas tree? And then you open up the note, and it's like, hey, Anthony, just really thinking of you at this holiday times. And you're like, fucking shit card.
So what you were
Dumbass
saying,
dog
what
on
you
the
were saying
front.
that you're patronizing that person by like liking something that you otherwise wouldn't.
No,
That's
I-
patronizing.
I
That's
know-
condescending because
I-
you're not treating them with the same level of whatever you treat.
No,
like
I like
the-
that
the
whole
world.
thing because it was about me, and they made it for me. And that's why I like it.
So you only
That's
like
so
things that are
whack.
about
No,
you.
it's not.
Yes, it's whack.
They took the time to think of me, and that went into
It's
the
all
creation.
about me.
You're fair
What
weather.
about
It's not
us?
fair
You're a
weather.
fair weather
You ever
memer.
think about us,
I'm
about
a
yourself?
fair weather memer.
You're a fair weather memer.
If
And you
my-
have been.
if my
And now
kid-
we know.
If he made me anything that I didn't like and brought it to me in a format that I don't usually enjoy, I was like, hey, I was thinking of you when I made this. I would like that shit.
Yeah, but you know why you say that? It's because, well, he's dumb and he doesn't know
He's
how to
not
make
dumb.
good stuff.
He's not dumb.
He's a kid.
He's not a kid.
I'm talking about the child analogy, which I
Yeah.
think you made.
Okay.
So if it's like your 5-year-old comes and says, make some macaroni pictures, Dad, I made this
No,
for
but
you.
what if he makes a conceptual art painting in a format that I just don't enjoy? What if he's doing like, I'm like, oh, I'm not really a fan of like neo-contemporary, but you made it for me, son, so I like that.
What if your adult son makes a piece of neo-contemporary art that
I still like it because he made it thinking of me, and that's nice.
what if he didn't make it for you?
That changes everything.
What if he made it for the art world that he's pursuing?
Well, then
but he's still your
I
son?
wouldn't retweet it. I'd be like, all right, you can do that. That's cool, man.
Then you
I'm
shit
not.
on
I'm
him.
not personally
So
a fan.
you yourself are perpetuating the dad culture that you rage against.
What dad? No, I'm not.
Because this guy is your metaphorical son,
No, he's
and you're
not.
putting
I'm
his
sa-
macaroni picture on the fridge.
That's taken out of context.
It's not
What
out
if-
of context.
what-
It's the same concept.
If you made me something and you said, "Hey, I made this for you," even if I fucking didn't, if it was a song and I didn't like the genre, if it was a coloring book and you painted out of the lines, if it was a sports ball video and you couldn't throw for shit, if it was a skateboard video and you couldn't do a single trick, if it was a beer and it tasted like shit, I would say, "Thank you, my man. I really like that because you
But
made it
that's
for me."
lying.
It's not because he made it for me and that's why I like it. So it's not lying.
But you don't like it. You just,
I
It's
do
it's
like
just the
it
fact
because
that
it's
you,
made for
you
me.
going on record saying you don't like this thing, but now this thing was made for you. You're like, well, now I like that.
I don't usually like a shit beer that you made me slime, but because you made it for me, I like it.
that's
Because it's you and me.
that's like Mean Girls.
No, it's like,
Regina George.
but it's like nice girls, but we're boys.
It's nice boys.
Nice
And
boys.
I just like the people who like me, and it was topical. I don't usually like memes, but there it is. People who make me things, I'm gonna get around that.
All right, that's positive shit, and I'm with it. But I'm just saying, maybe
The format
think
don't
twice
matter.
before you pop off on a meme because someone might make that meme for you. If they knew what you said about memes.
Think about it this.
I
That
just
meme,
don't like memes in general.
but those memes are made for someone else.
Yeah, the general internet to get clicks because
No.
most people want to
See,
bandwagon
what
a meme.
I agree with him.
But maybe that person who made it for him is doing the
Hey,
same.
it's Thanos, but he collected the 5 most popular fast foods instead of the stones. You get it, man? Like, because you've had Wendy's, but then McDonald's too. Like, that's like the purity
So
stone, and then the McDonald's is like the other one.
So if I tweet that at you right now and said about Zelda and you collecting the fucking medallions, you'd
I'd
like
say
it?
that's low-hanging fruit, but I'd like it because you made it for me.
Would you retweet it?
Yeah.
That's fucking dumb, man.
He's gonna get so many memes now.
Tweet me memes. If they're made about me and you make them with your heart and you want me to enjoy them, I'm going to enjoy them because you made them for me.
I don't like that.
I don't like it either. It
Think
seems wrong.
about how positive that is, though, bro.
No,
you know
'cause
what's
it's
not
kinda
positive?
selfish.
Saying I don't like memes and then popping off
Is
on
this
shit.
like a Jesus fish tambourine?
Yeah, brother.
But like,
Get a little in you.
I don't like a lot of stuff that my friends do, but if they were doing it for me, I like it.
I don't like that.
I think positivity is great.
I
agree.
don't really
but I
like-
think it's hard to do both things. It's like shitting on an entire thing and then being like, wait, this is okay.
There's
'cause
some
it's for me.
cognitive dissonance there, right?
Not really. I'm still saying, hey man, this format isn't my favorite thing in the world, but because you did it for me, that's the part that matters.
I like that.
I don't.
There's no cognitive dissonance there.
It's sus to me, but the positivity is always better, no matter what.
Nah.
And I agree with that.
Like, I'm not a big fan of musicals, but if someone was like, can you come watch me act? Because I really feel like this is for you, man.
Musicals are hype, dude.
You know, I'd go.
Okay.
You like musicals?
Yeah, I do. Repo, the genetic opera. I once made out to that movie.
That's hype.
Yeah.
It's kind of fucked up.
She didn't talk to me again later on. A lot of stories that go like that. No, it wasn't
Oh,
that
damn.
bad. It wasn't that bad.
You don't like the environment?
You know what
That's kinda
memes I
fucked
do
up.
like, though? Like,
What?
the ones that will make me chuckle. And they're not really even memes. It's more just, like, social commentary. When somebody finds a picture and it's like, man receives, like, 500K text after first date, and it's just, like, a text that says, like, dick game insane. And that's all it is. Like, that's just somebody putting that's not even really a meme as much as it is a one-off picture that somebody's putting a funny commentary to.
So you don't like the repetition?
Yeah. Yeah,
we were
yeah.
talking about this too. You asked me because I hate redundancy. It's one of my biggest.
And
like,
that's why I thought
pet
you also
peeves.
wouldn't like memes.
Right, and I argued that it's the structure itself that I love structure and I like understanding systems, and the fact that the structure changes with a small variable every time is enough for me to both appreciate the structure and the variable, which one might not think if I am self-proclaimed as not liking redundancy because it may seem redundant.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't see it that way. So.
It's like, because you can just, they're made to be reskinned, right?
Yeah. You know what's funny too is like the idea that things are created now. I think I brought this up before, but I can't remember. But like that things are created to be memeified. Like Kendrick Lamar's album cover. It's just text over a picture. You can just change it to anything, right?
Yeah.
The This Is America
built to be
video with the
reskinned.
gun. I don't think he was trying to go for that, but like everyone's just reskinning that shot of him holding the gun, right at the guy.
Or is that just the way that we see culture now?
I don't know. I don't know what.
It's probably
is-
a little above.
I don't know what's being deliberately templated and what isn't.
Because you could probably go back through any number of old music videos and find a shot like that where you could be like, me, and it's Britney Spears, and then the pole, and it's like McDonald's on a Friday night, and she's dropping really low, and it's like all my money, and that's her going low.
It's all the thing. Like that's what
You
I
know?
think is so funny is that all memes are just like I like this thing and I don't like this thing. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
It just breaks it all down into.
It's the chill or whack column.
Which is what I like about the new butterfly one is like, is this something? Because it represents obliviousness rather than liking or not liking something.
Yeah, but he's also asking a rhetorical question.
Yeah, but that's the obliviousness because his expression implies that he doesn't know because he's very eager.
Yeah.
So it's not rhetorical. I think if the asker is not intending it to be rhetorical, it's sincere instead.
I actually, I don't mind that meme. That's not my least favorite meme. I'm not a big meme guy. That's not my least favorite format, just because it can be like
It's like
used
it's like he's Michael Jackson and he's moonwalking backwards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, dog?
Like
No,
that
I'm just being
that
honest.
little. I like that little last part of that sentence.
I'm fucking
Walking
with you, but yeah.
backward.
don't like memes in general because of the reskin thing, and I feel like it becomes. a cycle of like one person does it, it's really hot, it gets reskinned so many times into oblivion that it's finally not funny.
You know what does spook me out a little bit, Miles, is because you don't sort of, I guess value isn't the right word, but you don't take part in sort of online engagement that much, unless it's like an actual Discord call. And I think the result of that led to us, like all of us in America and you, like sort of drifting away because you weren't as willing to like be in a chat and talk shit.
I don't want, because it's this forum where everybody's trying to get the funniest bit in, and it's like oh, I have to. It's very much about appearing correct in text. It's very much about writing something that you think will be well received. There's a lot of formats that go into having a text conversation in an arena. If you've noticed, I'm very willing to have a conversation on Facebook chat. Like, I'll write essays to people on Facebook chat.
Yeah. Well, what about like when you're back in Australia and I'm back home, and like what?
We can still write essays on Facebook chat.
But what about like Hit Squad?
What about it? I mean, we can still talk on there.
You promise?
Yeah, I promise.
All right.
But I think the whole
Cool.
arena of like a like I left the Claremont group chat the second I was invited, just because I don't like those group chats where it's like, look at this funny video I linked. Look at this meme.
You don't
Like
like that.
everybody's trying to do that thing that gets you in the brain. And
What if
just
it's
like,
more just like, hey, I thought this was funny. I hope that you guys think it is too. I want you to suck my cowboy cock too.
I don't find that funny.
You don't like You Sure Are Hung, Luke?
I thought it was funny the first time I heard it, but what these groups create is circular humor, and that's why I don't like memes. Is
Right.
because that thing where somebody is like, do the fucking laugh, man. Do it. And you're just like, you said and that happens in group chats way more than it would happen in a one-on-one dialogue, and that's where I can get real information out of somebody and have a real conversation, whereas I find that our Discord is actually pretty good with this, way better than I thought it was going to be.
Our Discord, yeah, it's more thoughtful, I think, which is nice. Oh man, our Discord.
But yeah, group chats.
It's gonna be so sad when we nuke the hell out of
when
it.
we just pull the
Right-
fucking trigger.
right
One
when
day
this
you're going to go to
podcast
click
ends.
that little picture of the guy from Wiggles, and it's not going to work.
I forgot, yeah. Murray from the Wiggles. Yeah, it's just going to be, I think actually I'll just delete all the channels and just have one channel with a picture of Bikini Atoll. And then
Yeah.
you'll
I think
you'll
that's a-
know.
Me and I think Mike were talking about it last night, where it's just like, we all have a gun. We can all just do it right now.
I don't think you guys can.
We could delete everyone out of the Discord.
Oh, that's hype.
Yeah.
I love that. I
We could
love
delete every channel
just
and
everyone with a
yeah.
just like
I feel like you
we're
and
just
you and
a
Mike are on
firing
the, I
squad.
feel like you and Mike are on the last people to do it, because you love people in theirs too much, and I feel like yeah, you and
I
Gunthar
got
on
no
the-
love.
I feel like I wouldn't. I feel like Anthony's the one who would do it, if anybody.
yeah, I just love I love fresh starts.
Yeah, me too, brother.
I would
there
do
are
it-
no fresh starts. Lives carry on.
I would do it probably before him, because I just like the idea of like, that's really funny to me. It's like, hey, there's this whole like community thing, and then it just is gone in a
You'd
second.
keep another disco. You'd keep it there though with like Sup Nice and Mitch and stuff in there, and keep talking.
Would you select
never,
it?
You never just stop talking.
It'd be
to
like the
everyone.
end of the Matrix when you can choose like 12 males, 17 female, or 23 females to repopulate Zion, and then the cycle begins again.
Yeah.
You would choose certain, and that'd be so fucked up. Just like delete the Discord and just pick your favorites.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, I think if I deleted just
You'd stop talking to everybody in there.
yep. No, I want to. I'd probably like I have side conversations. There's stuff going on in DMs with everybody.
Yeah, and you'd make another group to talk to them all easier, right? Because
Nah.
may as well have them all in the same place.
Nah.
You
They don't
also
get.
would start a sprout colony.
They don't get to see each other.
They don't get to see it. It's like they're all in prison cells and you're
Yeah.
just walking around with the keys, just
Yeah.
like, all right, who's up next?
I get to talk to them, and they don't get to talk to each other.
Yeah, that's right.
And then you're like, well, such and such said this in our one-on-one.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad for you, man.
then I pin them against each other and
Yeah.
stuff like that. No, yeah, the idea of like nuking the Discord and burning Patreon dollars is just like so funny to me.
If someone is
explain
aware
that.
of a Patreon that is actively taking money, receiving it, and then filming themselves burn it, let me know because I just think that's really funny.
You actually want to do that? Like, we'll reimburse everybody, but like, it just
Will we?
I don't want
that
to.
takes away from it.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do it if I reimburse people, but I also wouldn't do it in general.
Yeah, it is kind of fucked up.
If I was like on that
let's gamble.
Sasha
Let's
Baron,
gamble it.
just 50-50 that
50-50 it, and if we win, we burn the half that we just earned.
No,
That's-
if we win, we burn the whole stack.
shit. That's fucking
That's
sick.
insane. Yeah. And if we lose, it's burned anyways.
Yeah.
Just not a
We were
forfeit.
saying
It's
that
burned
people
to
would
the bicycle.
that would either go one of two ways if we started doing that. Instead of killing the Patreon, we just started burning it in the Pomona driveway every time.
Yeah.
Either it runs down to 0 instantly,
or it gets huge.
skyrockets.
And people like hold us to it. It's like how much did you receive? Oh, that much isn't represented on in the pile.
Yeah, people
I'm
like,
pulling out.
screenshotting, zooming in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to
image
like
clear.
count
It's
it out before every time.
It's like real money. We have to show like the blue band on the 100
Yeah.
and shit like that. Oh man.
Yeah, we
The
just,
meta would get
oh
crazy.
my God,
It
we just-
becomes your
fake.
job to burn money.
we just start
I
burning
think that
fake stacks.
the government would like cease and desist that so quick.
Dude, I don't think it's illegal to burn money. I'm pretty sure it's not.
It's illegal to deface currency, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I got told for ripping a $5
I think that's
bill.
like that fucking
Yeah, but-
old wives' tale type of stuff.
No, I think it's because
Is it illegal?
doesn't that
Burn.
directly affect like
I think doing
the
it.
mar-
It's not
the
that.
market?
But no, it's like if you burn $10,000, I don't think it affects any
But
sort
we'd
of
be doing it every
economy.
month.
Is it illegal?
We tank the California economy.
the 5th largest economy in the world.
Banks hate it. Banks hate them for it.
it gets so big.
Yeah.
All right, look, I'm looking it up.
We can't withdraw all the money from one bank anymore. It's
Yeah.
too much.
Whoever mutilates, cuts, disfigures, perforates, unites, or cements together, or does any other thing to any bank bill, draft, note, or other evidence of debt issued by any national banking association, including Federal Reserve Bank, shall be fined not more than $100 or in prison not more than 6 months or both.
So
I'll go ahead and
let's
show it on camera right now.
let's put $100 away
No.
from each.
No, he's never getting back in the country.
Look at that. That's a fresh 5 ripped from a young junior at a
Um,
tournament. He wanted to money match me. I said, I'm going to rip it if I win.
He's a man of his word.
There it is. I used to rip one. I'll rip a 5 if I'm drunk.
Yeah. You
But-
ripped a 10, didn't you?
No. That's
Ludwig ripped a 10.
really. No. And then he said Insta. He ripped it the right way so that he could take it back to the bank. Because that's the kind of guy Ludwig is.
Fucking sick of that.
Hey, did you get a response from Ludwig?
He said, yo. I said, hey, Lude. He said, yo. But that's all I said.
Damn. So you didn't say come around tonight?
I will. I'll do it right now. Cover for me.
I don't want.
Hey,
what are we
Dawson,
gonna cover?
This is the
for?
last time
What's
you're going
up?
to see me in a while.
Yeah.
What do you have to say to your old pal?
Safe travels. It's been fun.
That's it. You're not going to come and visit me in Australia when you
maybe.
get over your fear of flying?
Maybe I have to get
I mean, how terrified can you be for so long?
16 hours exactly.
I think that's how panic works, is that it can really keep going.
I don't know, man.
The fact that it will keep going, and then the whole trip I'm thinking like I have to take a fucking flight out.
Yeah.
Oh, that part would get you?
Why don't you just take
Oh,
a
the
boat?
whole part of it.
I don't think about the
Motion
future that
sickness would
far
be-
ahead.
Why don't you
Yeah,
just-
I know. You don't even know that you're flying out 2 days from now.
I mean, now I do. How about that?
You don't even you don't even know what day it is.
It's Saturday.
Yep. Good shit.
And
You,
I know
you flipped the
that-
coin on
yeah.
that one.
I know that because I wanted to go to Fox You Up, but you said you have to podcast today, and I said, all right.
Foxy Up's on Sundays.
No, it's not.
You don't know that.
I do know that.
Fucked you up is today.
It's today. He tried to get me.
You tried to get. Why are you trying to get him?
Dumb little
'Cause it's
bitch.
funny.
It's on. It's bamboozle.
I like it.
You're not good at lying.
I'm not good at lying.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not. Actually, I'm just gullible, and you think you're good at it.
No,
He just says, I have to believe you, and you say, all right, believe
see me in a game of Resistance when I'm a liar, dude. Or Mafia.
No one kills me on the Discord in games of anything.
They want you to stick around.
They just leave me. I love that. Thanks, guys. Thanks. I always win. It's good.
We actually didn't talk about Arcadians at all. We just talked about how huge of a sellout you both were.
And you.
And me.
Hey, what's wrong with selling out, guys?
It's fucking whack.
I don't know.
It's because when you say you have
Selling
these
out
ethos
implies
and
that
then,
you're
yeah.
you're betraying your sense of integrity. But
Hey, that's all liquid, right? That's
What?
There's a number amount for everything, right, guys?
I don't know.
And Dawson's number amount is a job at Thunder.
Oh no.
Is it?
No.
I think Dawson's pretty. Actually, you would never
No, he's
do an
doing
Arcadian. You would
Arcadians.
never do an Arcadian.
And he's gonna work there while
Jump
they
off
do
the
it.
bridge.
Pull the trigger.
You'd be all right.
Okay.
Okay.
Imagine he actually does it.
I'll
How
believe
bad would we
anything
feel?
someone says, and Dawson will just do whatever like a bunch of people are
Yeah,
doing. They ask him
any-
nicely.
Anything.
Just like, hey, can you just jump, please, dude?
So if I get
Yeah,
3
sure.
people in a room, you'll just start chugging.
No, that's different.
Come on. Jerry says it though, and he's like, all right.
When Jerry came up to me, it was fucked, and I couldn't say no.
You're weak.
And also,
You think you're so hard, but you
Also-
just love your friends.
also I
He
checked
does. He
I,
secretly loves
I
his friends.
also I checked the calendar, and there was like a bunch of wrong information about it. I was like, what the fuck's going on? So I had to like fix it, and then
You were invested in
Jerry
it.
Yeah.
and Trike in another room are like, I'm gonna make this guy an offer he can't resist.
yeah,
Just ask him nicely. What? When is the Arcadian?
it is June 9th.
Oh, that's right. Shit, that's a long time. That's gonna get dummy numbers too. Arcadians are just free money.
Dude, I just
If you're in your local melee scene and you're not sure
just
what to
run
TO,
a fucking Arcadian.
just run an Arcadian. Everyone will come
Hey, you've been
because they think
Literally
it's easier
yeah.
for some reason when it's actually the hardest tournament you'll
and
ever
then they'll
play.
complain about seating. No, it's only harder because like people put that like dumb amount of pressure on them because they think they can win.
Yeah,
Well,
but
no,
only
it-
one person wins still.
No,
right?
it's more
Yeah.
that it's hard because you face enemies that are better than you much earlier. That's why an Arcadian is harder.
Not
No, you
necessarily.
are facing the people who are arguably the most at your skill level. Because every other tournament you've ever been at, you have to play a ranked player eventually, or someone who's
Probably
just way better
either
than
round 1 or round 2 you're playing a ranked player.
you. Yeah, and that every other tournament you essentially have a single limb bracket. If anything, if we're talking about tournaments being fucking schemes, Arcadian is just the shameless cash grab, and double limb brackets are the Ponzi scheme because you are literally like the dude who's paying money to have a single elimination
No,
bracket and being told it's double.
you're paying to enter double elimination, but the lower end of that double elimination, you're eventually going to face someone who is your level, and that's what you're paying to do is face someone who you
because-
might beat.
Yeah, because if it was a true single elimination bracket, you would just play Jace and that would be the end of your experience.
It's a single elimination disguised as a double. I agree, but also
No,
if you're good enough to learn from a top player in an actual set, I think that's also valuable enough.
Yeah,
you
I
have
mean,
to
but a
get,
lot of people
you
aren't.
have to get eliminated
Yeah.
once already so that you can then play the person of your skill level, right?
Yes.
And that can't happen in a single elimination bracket. So it's not really a double elimination disguised as anything other than what it is. You're going to have one really hard round and then
But what I'm saying is Arcadian double eliminations are 2 rounds of opponents that
like closer to your level, if anything.
I
Yeah.
guess, but like sometimes Sergio is still. It doesn't matter how far Sergio is from you, and also how far Lucky is from
He may
you.
as well be a martyr at that point.
Exactly.
yeah.
So it's Arcadians are weird, but what I'm saying is like people think it's just. Remember Chong back in the SSS Arcadian was like, yeah, pools are gonna be free. And we're like, this.
Wieners
didn't
didn't make
make
It's
it
gonna
out.
be
Didn't
tough,
make it
Chong.
out,
It's
yeah.
gonna be really hard.
Everyone chokes.
And the
dude.
pools were pretty brutal because it wasn't a couple gimmies. It was everyone can beat you.
It's every
Yeah.
good player who isn't ranked at once.
Yeah. It's no joke. So, go to your Arcadian, but don't sleep.
One thing I will say about this Arcadian is I think it's gonna be kind of weird because all the people who were like the top like Arcadians in Socal just got ranked.
Uh-huh.
So now there's like a bunch of
Who
new
is
blood.
left? Yeah. Sergio can still enter.
Nut's going to win.
Yeah.
Nut.
Not. I'll be real. I just made the Arcadian because I want Nut to win because he didn't get ranked. So I was like,
Even though he's a lizard man?
yeah, he's my
He's a
lizard man.
Laotian lizard man?
He's
He
not
spends the
Laotian.
entire winnings on crickets.
Nut, are you Laotian? Crickets.
Yeah.
Just a box of crickets. Just give me them all. I'm fucking
Nut-
starving.
Venilok-
Goes to the pet shop.
Vanilux is gonna make some people very angry.
Benelux.
Eric.
Eric's going to do
Oh, he's still
well.
he's still eligible, yeah. Who else? Leland, if he wants it.
Curve. Curve and Casper. Scary. Ollie.
Oh, he's good. I mean, even like SK, Stanky,
SK,
those guys
thank
can
you.
do
Like
well.
all those people now just like are the top dogs kind of.
I want to enter now. I'm thinking about those people.
Don't enter my
I'm
fucking-
thinking about those
you're
beans.
banned.
I'm banned. I
Get
can't go.
that. Yeah.
I can't go.
Talking
Why?
all that
Why
good
you put
shit-
me on the
'cause
same
you're talking
level as
all that-
Barry Bang? Are we
Because
the
you're talking
same?
all that good shit. Yes.
Whoa.
Why?
You're not the same, man. You know you're not the same. Come on, man.
He just said yes for the exclamation.
I just said yes so everyone in the room could go.
And he's like, I'm just kidding. Just joshing.
And then everyone's like,
Just joking around. Who else? I'm really trying. This is actually really interesting.
This time I think I'm actually a bit more stoked for it, which is another reason why I was like, I guess I'll do it.
Null could do well if he doesn't play like an idiot.
Noel's back. Vaves.
Noel's trash.
No,
Vaves won't play.
Noel.
But Vaves will farm teams.
Vaves will farm teams.
Like,
But
if you
he
think
hates
about it.
singles. He's so dumb. I hate
Yeah,
Vaves.
he's really dumb.
I love Vaves, but I hate Vaves.
I actually really like him, but I think he's dumb as
This
hell.
might be, yeah, because he has just the mirrored opinions of you where he hates Fox. And
He's
thinks
just
it's the
wrong,
most
He
dude.
went
bust-
Fox against me.
And he beat you, huh?
Yeah, at
His Fox is
Nimbo.
good.
I was so mad.
That's him proving a point. He'll do that.
I was just
He
like,
beat Zach Fair with his Fox.
He
That's
beat me
actually
with
really
his
funny.
Fox.
What?
I got off a flight and went to a tournament, and he beat me with his Fox.
that's fucked up.
And then he does it so he could just complain about how busted Fox is.
Who else who's like a good puff lately in SoCal? We don't have any, right?
Zach Fair.
It's just Zach Fair.
Nico.
Nico's ranked.
Nico
I'm
was
talking
ranked.
about
Nico was
unranked.
ranked like last season. Fire. Manatee might come
Fire.
out.
If
Come
Manatee
on, man.
comes, he was never ranked, right?
No.
Manatee would be a strong, but he's like hasn't played in a goddamn.
I think he
Blue
still plays
Buddy?
in SVT. Blue Buddy,
Buddy
yeah.
be huge. Oof,
I
that's
forget.
scary,
Dude, their
actually.
SD just has a whole group.
SD has a squad. They
of
could
just
roll pretty
hitters.
deep.
That's what I'm afraid of. Is Trike just bringing
Bring
the
in heat.
revolution?
Trike himself.
Yeah.
If last Arcadian is any indication.
Strike's not bad, man.
Dude,
Trike is
remember him
insane.
against Wieners last Arcadian? The SSS one?
He beat him?
He fucking styled on him, dude.
He
He
didn't beat
lost?
Wieners though, right?
No, he beat Wieners.
Oh, that's right.
He
Are you sure?
He eliminated Wieners, I think.
Oh, is that why Winners didn't make it out of
I
pools?
just remember him playing really
Wiener- I th-
sick. I don't think he beat him.
Dude, I swear to. Can we get tapes? Can anyone?
I'm so bad at this.
Chroma, if you're watching, message us right this second if Wieners got eliminated.
Either way,
by-
he played like a goddamned monster, and that was really cool.
Who else is out here?
Um,
See, Billy's like not ranked anymore. Mega Christmas, or Billy's ranked
Billy's
now, so he
ranked,
can't
yeah.
enter.
Billy Noah ranked. Is there anyone from 805?
Chef
Nez
Q?
Mod God
Chef
actually
Q's
I
not
think
bad.
could show up.
I think Nez is like one of those players where like he could just upset like really good
Dude,
people.
I used to stomp Nez, and now I just can't beat him. I'm
Yeah.
like, well, that's
He-
how it is.
He actually grinds.
It goes like that.
Holka.
I like fighting against Yosh.
I do
Holka
too,
comes
actually.
through.
Holka.
Yeah.
I
want to see
Tenchi. Actually, Tenchi got washed earlier on, didn't he?
Tenchi's really good, man.
He's
Ten-
good, but he won like 0-2 or something.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if
What
he-
happened?
last Arcadian.
No, like last tournament he went to. In
Oh,
SoCal.
I don't know. But the last like Nimbo he went to, he got like 4th or something like that.
Tenchi's so good. I love Tenchi. I miss his hair.
Fuck. Who else?
There's a long list of really, really good players.
Yeah. It's a lot
Trike
of
2-0'd Wieners, thanks to Video Waffles, who said he is now Chroma.
yeah.
Yeah, that's an insane set.
Trike-
If you go and watch
He
it,
did all the Randall trixies and stuff on Yoshi's. It was really sick.
he was a fucking beast.
I love Trikelman.
Now
I
he's
wish he
just
would play
running
more Melee.
RE4.
Dude, speedrunning is the retirement home of Melee players.
I don't think it's the retirement home. I think it's the next step. I think it's the
It's the evolution.
It's the Melee.
it's the
Melee,
salary job of Melee.
Yeah, Melee's college and speedrunning is just like your gig.
Yeah.
It's your job at Google.
Trek is doing way better as a Resident Evil 4 streamer than he ever.
He's also kind of hitting the ceiling though of when you have to. I think he's top 10 or something, and now he's getting to the point where it's a smaller game, so top 10 is good, but it's not like insane, and he's hitting the point now where it's like he has to do the crazy stuff to save time.
Yeah, yeah.
And I watch his streams, and I'm always sending him encouragement because once you get to that level in a game, it gets so monotonous.
At
Because
least,
your restarts are like you didn't even fuck up, you just pathed a little bad.
at least he didn't choose a game in which there's a fucking cutscene at the beginning.
There kind of is though, like the whole.
No.
You
can skip
it.
cutscenes,
Oh, you can.
You skip every single cutscene. in
and
that
you
game,
just
actually.
you start running.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Um.
either way, it's not like
I
Majora's
like the
Mask.
cutscene. It's a good time to take a break. Yeah,
Tried the Majora's Mask.
I went on N-Up's stream the other day. I was like, "Hey man, you're a real encouragement. Thanks for speedrunning and stuff." And he's like, "I said inspiration. I said you're actually like I was like, you're an inspiration, man. Thanks for doing this. I really enjoy watching." He's like, "I'm an inspiration. for watching cutscenes 7 hours a day. He was just like really angry that day or something.
Yeah.
And he was like,
Maybe he wasn't angry. It's just like being.
He's being real, yeah. He's always being turbo real.
He
Oh,
also
then I-
has that kind of inflection where he seems like overly serious even when he's not.
Yeah.
So
I was just like, dude,
I love it.
relax about the cutscenes. Okay.
You're telling him to
take-
relax.
take
You're
it-
speed running
relax.
before you beat a game quick.
Take it. All I was like is just like take a compliment, man. Just be happy for
I
once.
play Zelda's Lullaby every goddamn day, dude.
Dude, that actually saves the chew, which is good. You guys wouldn't know, man. You guys can't execute for fucking spit. How about that?
Dude, I did a bomb fucking slide the first goddamn.
I've been hessing out the womb, dude.
I would love to see you guys try any of the tricks in that game, man. You guys rage at melee when you lose once. Oh my.
I don't lose.
I
in
don't
melee
rage.
versus-
He doesn't lose and you don't rage.
Yeah. You're just wrong both times real fast
That's
like
both
that.
counts. How about that?
Should we do questions? Is it
We
about
can
that
do
time?
questions. It's about
pretty
that
early.
time. Is it pretty early? I mean,
I
It's
feel
been
like
an hour
it's
and a half.
I think
Really?
I think we're.
We're just going through no content. That's why it feels early.
Yeah, I mean, this is the fucking last one. Who cares?
What?
He's so
I'm just
done.
trying
He's so done.
Time. Ready to play. Ready to
season,
play.
Season 2, we were on the way up, and I was like, "Damn, I'm leaving the party." And then this time, we're like, let's go to In-N-Out."
Yeah, in and out. Sounds fun.
Oh my god. God, remember that last episode, man? It was so.
Yeah, we almost cried,
It
and
was-
now I'm.
I'll say I haven't cried in a goddamn
I haven't cried since then.
decade, but whatever.
Arcadian
I'm
should
looking
be.
up a joke.
Slime cries every night in his cot.
Yeah.
In the closet?
Yeah.
The closet's the one place I can
Yeah,
cry.
it's
Should we have
the
Rob
safety
set up
zone.
the screen just because that was a bit better than last time?
You want Rob to do it? How about I just do it?
You can do it.
'Cause I'm
You
sick.
trying to wheel that over here?
I just want to see Rob, dude. I don't want to see you. I want to see Rob.
I don't like this new wave Dawson where he's just
Rob!
mean to you all the time. I don't like it.
What's up? Am I never gonna see any of you again? That's true, Gunthers. You're never gonna
This
see
is it. I mean, you're seeing us now.
Yeah, this is the last time you'll see me. I just wanted to see you. You pee-peed again?
Yeah, yeah.
When?
I have a 3:30 now.
You cut off 2 hours.
Yeah.
Was the first one just that bad?
Yeah, it was fucking garbage,
Fuck.
dude. The first one was terrible.
An hour in Ganon?
I'm gonna cut off like another. If I get a good run, I'm beating my times again. Like
That's good.
I'll
That's
get-
actually sick.
I'll get to 2 hours and a half tonight probably if I get a good run cooking.
You boys were talking about the sexualization in NA versus in EU, but what's it like in Oz?
I'd say ours is more of a mini America, just in terms of like the content that's pushed on us. You know, we
Yeah.
a lot of Western content is broadcast in Oz, but at the same time, we don't have the celebrity worship culture of people like. I think less young girls are probably growing up in Australia being like Nicki Minaj, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's America light, I'd say, but also more people, and it's way more accepted to just be like fuck celebrities.
Yeah.
So that's my answer for that.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, especially here, just Hollywood and everything is just, like, specifically to California, it's
Yeah,
like
it's
Hollywood is a
crazy.
very fucking real place, so. Do you guys fuck with the 9 Club podcast? I do. A lot.
What is that?
It's a skateboarding podcast, but I actually watch it. I actually like it a lot. Wish we were a bit more like that. I'm like some dude in K-Swiss is sucking down LaCroix right next to me.
Oh, we got two monitor shoddy.
Nothing, man. It's all
What?
good.
What did I miss?
What's up?
What did you say?
We talked about sexualization in Australia and K-Swisses.
Sexualization in Australia?
Yeah,
Of what?
how it is compared to America and you know, just the differences.
It's tight. It's tight.
You turned into like weird 50-year-old skater stoner.
It's using outdated slang. Thinking I'm cool.
What's going on here?
Oh,
I don't know.
boy.
I thought we were getting
Well-
questions there.
Well, just give it a second. There,
The
see?
Graceland of the universe.
What's up?
This guy has no idea, dude. Alright, repost your questions.
Is there going to be a filler season for the podcast? Unban me, Gimmer. I wonder what you said. Tell me what you said to get banned, and then I'll answer that question. Dawson, you feel like you've changed since starting the podcast?
Yeah, I'm much more unhappy now.
I don't think you're any different.
I think I'll be the same until the day I die.
Well, I don't know. You're doing a fucking Arcadian now, so.
Yeah, things are different now.
I'm
man.
gonna be the same until the day I die.
You're so dumb,
I think
dude.
you wish that's true.
I'm gonna be.
He just keeps saying it. Favorite LaCroix flavor? I like the peach ones or the blood orange ones.
I don't
Pamplemousse.
fuck. I don't fuck with LaCroix, dude.
LaCroix, I'm pretty sure, is making my pee feel weird.
Gives you kidney stones.
Yeah, LaCroix gives me stomach aches.
Saying sex gets you insta-banned in VGBC?
Interesting.
Fuck Gimmer, dude.
Look,
Type that in VGBC.
relax.
How
I'm
would
sure Gimmer has a really good reason for that. Because sex,
is a sin?
it's a sin. And you know what his rock is? It's God.
Political climate in Oz right now, yeah, it's pretty hard, conservative, pretty dumb.
If you could get a hug from anyone throughout history, who would it be?
I like that question a lot. Who's yours?
I wouldn't want Josh Homme to hug me because it'd probably be like, that's just so not cool. Like he wouldn't want to do that. He'd be being forced by this genie or whatever, right? I don't know. What about you guys?
Winona. I think Winona's my go-to answer.
Winona?
Yeah.
That's real. What about you, Miles?
What's the
ZFG?
question?
Who, if you could be hugged by anyone in history, who would it be? Is it ZFG?
Jesus.
Jesus Christ
Jesus
himself?
Christ.
It's lit. I'm blessed forever.
I would be pretty blessed. I'm sure if he touches you, you're like good to go.
You're like, that's it for you.
Yeah.
You're on the first 100 through the door on heaven that get in free.
That's tight.
You know, like the door list. You don't have to pay.
I don't
Yeah,
know if
true.
that's how it works.
That's how it works, man. He says, he's like, you see him and he's the bouncer, and you're like, hey man,
Jesus
you
is
hugged me
just
that
all
time.
about nepotism.
He's like, you hugged me that time. He's like, yeah, you're my boy, dude.
Someone asked me thoughts about Save As Untitled beef now that I went on his podcast. Look, here's the thing. Here's the fucking thing. I went on that podcast because the two guys that are on it that are a big part of the Melee Stats team, Edwin and Wheat, are really cool dudes, and I really like them both. I like Edwin a lot. We've been friends for a while, talk about writing and stuff like that. And Edwin asked me, "Could you be on the podcast after Summit?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, absolutely, it's fine." And I didn't even care that it was like Save As Entitled was on there because like he's also a human being, and I was like, "Oh, cool." Also, we think differently about content, and we can talk about it. But Save As Entitled didn't want to be on that episode, which is totally fine too. And so people are saying like, "Oh, you fucking talked all this good shit and then went on his thing." It's like I demanded to be on it or something. It's like, no, a friend asked me to come on, and we had a really cool discussion about stuff, and that was that.
And you asked him to talk about it and come on the show, and he declined, right?
I did, yeah. I asked Save As Entitled if he wanted to talk about it on the show, and he was not interested in that, which again, totally fine. And yeah, I don't understand why. Well, I guess I do, because apparently it looks as if I'm just like, why would I be on
You
there?
just
But
bullied him.
yeah,
Yeah.
the reason I was on there is because I'm friends with the other two guys, and they asked me to come on. And I usually, when people ask me stuff, I just say yes. I'm gullible, and I'm easy to get to do things.
Yeah.
But no
So
one
you're
tries.
like me.
Yeah.
You want to jump off a bridge, dude?
Yeah.
And that's why I like you guys. I can just feed you with ideas.
I actually thought Edwin was a different person until I saw that podcast, and I was like, "Yeah, you're gonna go on that guy's podcast."
Who'd you think?
I
Who'd you think
forget
he
who,
was?
but I was like, "Are you serious?" And then like after, I was like, "Wait, that's not the same dude." And then
That's so. Who'd
That
you
was-
think he was, though?
I forget, but it was someone in the community that I just
Someone
disliked.
that
that was a solid
whack.
call.
Yeah.
But either way, Save As Entitled, I will always think that the type of content and the sort of machine that he runs, and again, it's just one dude doing a lot of work, is like not ideal for me. But that doesn't make it less like, because I know I like popped off on him before, but that was just like, I feel like that was more me just like shaking my fist at all of YouTube culture, which I still believe in. Everything I said, I think I still believe. But it's like if anyone, like the people who like him or he himself, was really bothered by that, like, I'm sorry. Like,
Dude.
I didn't mean to like make someone feel like shit
Yeah.
because I get shit too, right? Like, I mean, I thought getting shit on the internet was sort of par for the course, and sometimes I forget that people are more sensitive, or they're just
But the thing
they're
is,
not ready to hear that shit, and that's fine, and it shouldn't have to come from
He
me.
threw his hat in the ring when he kind of bullied West Balls, and we were saying, hey, don't fucking bully our boy.
And he did say that, like, yeah, that was a blunder, and I'm like, oh, yeah, cool, and not like he needed to explain
No,
it to me.
fucking
It
walking
wasn't
back.
that wasn't a You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's all good, dude. Fuck. People, I think people kind of love to hunt for YouTube beef as well. So it's like, honestly, it's all good.
Do I have a favorite TV dinner? No, I've never even had a TV dinner. Why do I look so sad? Because I'm
Really?
leaving my friends.
You've
and I'm
never had
sad about
TV
that.
dinner? Did you have a Capri Sun yet?
No.
You didn't get to have one?
supposed
Didn't
to
have
do
one.
that.
So at Summit, we were supposed to have Miles drink his first Capri Sun because Grace came back to the house with them, and Rob was there, and I was saying he hadn't had a Capri Sun before, and Rob's like, "Are you fucking kidding me? No way." But unfortunately, like Rob was gonna have the mobile cam on him, and we were gonna have him taste it and like be
On
disappointed
camera.
on camera on the Summit stream, but we just unfortunately didn't get around to doing it. But maybe we can still make it happen before you leave. You really
Yeah.
got to try that Pacific Cooler.
I
Bud.
heard that's the one. What does cooler mean? Because I heard there's like wine coolers and Pacific cooler. What does that mean?
Pacific Cooler is a flavor of Capri Sun. There is no wine in it.
But
'cause
when
it's for
when
children.
people say wine cooler, what does
Wine
that mean?
cooler is a type of drink.
It's an alcoholic beverage.
That like high school girls drink.
Yeah.
Or moms.
Okay. But
Regular
what does
cheese sticks?
cooler mean in that case?
Like it's supposed to be chilled.
You like
It cools you
like,
down.
Like every fucking drink.
Yeah.
What a dumb thing to put in the
Well,
name.
what else
What
do you
about
call
hot
it?
chocolate?
You're on the wine.
That's not supposed to be chilled.
You're on the wine cooler like
I just call it wine.
advertising team, and you're selling wine in like a bottled form that's like a single serving form.
I call
What-
it sipper.
You call it a wine sipper.
I call it
Is it
sipper.
supposed to be
Like the
refrigerated?
brand sipper. You
Is
know
it supposed to be refrigerated? Because if it is, then what do you call it?
white wine.
But then how's that different from the bottled white wine at the store?
It's not
Yeah, but you put it in the fridge and it's single serving.
single serving white wine.
And that's why you're not a fucking ad man.
Cooler. What the fuck is that?
Did you guys like that one?
That
That
a
was
good
a
slip.
that was a slurp. My favorite skater is alcoholic beverage made from wine and fruit juice. Often
Oh, okay. It has fruit
carbonated
juice in it.
lower strength alcoholic content. Thank you, Rob. He brought up the Wikipedia of wine cooler.
This is the kind of guy we need on the team. I like this guy.
Ecto cooler. What is that from?
Favorite skater.
Favorite skater is Jamie Thomas. I actually made a crack back on the Ludwig episode at Smash Camp that Bucky Lasek was the most balanced skater in Tony Hawk, and that my dick was like Bucky Lasek. Jamie Thomas is actually the most balanced skater. He had pretty like 4s and 5s stats all the way down the board, and I liked that because I wanted all options.
I like Bob Burnquist. I like the guy with whoever had the backpack in Tony Hawk 2
The bucket hat.
and the bucket hat. Was that Bob Burnquist?
Yes.
Yeah, that's my.
I
fucking
like
dog.
real skaters like Anthony Papalardo and Heath Kirchart.
He was rocking bucket hats before bucket hats became new wave again.
Yeah, I don't have any actual real skaters. I would watch videos and forget the names of them and just remember that they did a lot
Owen
of,
Wilson is
did a lot of
your
nollies
favorite
and
skater.
stuff. Yeah, it's Owen Wilson. Chad Muska.
The
Dude,
Muska.
he did the stereo, like he did the 50-50 grind with the stereo.
Yeah, the boombox.
Yeah.
I love Tony Hawk. What a game.
Dins Fuego. Thank you so much, my mans.
I saw that and I was like, I was about to call it out myself. This, all I'm saying, Dins Fugo, is check out. We got a channel right here. Good for you. Really good for your bones. Twitch TV / Melee.b. What you want to gonna go? Okay, so this is the starter pack for anyone watching. What you want to gonna do is there's a button that's gonna click unsubscribe from the current channel you're watching, and then what you want to go and
He's
do.
7 months in. He's not dropping. He's been here through thick
He's
and
7
thin.
months in, but he doesn't even have a fucking custom badge. That's how little you love him. There's not even a symbol for his love.
Thick and thin.
Now I can't even see the chat because it's so small.
We need
The
more.
screen.
We need it. We need
We're-
it bigger, Rob.
We have old man sights.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, that's much
okay,
better.
smaller.
T-
Okay, now go
That's
all the way
perfect.
down.
That's perfect.
Okay.
Now you gotta resume auto scroll.
You gotta
Oh,
see
no.
more messages below, Rob.
Oh, Robert.
Uh,
So yeah,
Okay.
what I was gonna say that Dawson's actually the least poser of the skating mans, I think.
Well, we haven't seen him skate yet.
True, but at least he knows like actual skaters, not just fucking Tony Hawk skaters.
There's all right. So you're telling me Bob Burnquist isn't hitting rails to this day?
no, because he was a transition skater. So
Got the paper boys.
Oh,
Paper
nice.
boys.
Let's keep it to questions.
What's the
As
no
much as I
10
love my
emote?
emotes. The no tent, no campus.
Yeah, he did the same thing about
No
the
campus,
tweets
dude.
at the Summit Chat, where he's like spamming, like the spam was bad, but then when they spammed his emails,
Yeah,
it was
it was
good.
cool because they spent. You're such a fucking.
I'm just
You're
saying,
so
what do you
fair
mean?
weather,
I'm
bro.
saying keep
You're
it to
saying everything
questions.
sucks until people are nicer to me,
No.
and that's so whack.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that general Twitch chat spam where it's like monk S, monk S, monk S, monk S. Who's doing that? That's silly. Don't do that.
Why y'all throw shade on the reads? When did we throw shade on the reads?
I think we just said we don't watch it.
Slime
Yeah, I don't
don't-
watch
yeah.
it. Is that throwing shade? Not really.
Actually, we throw shade at the reads because Ludwig edits it.
Yeah,
There you go.
That's why. And he's our friend,
Yeah.
and we like making jokes about him because he's a perfect human being physically.
When does Dodd B get the title of Walk Back
Miles
I
loves
don't
love.
even
Please
know
don't
from
bully
the
the
Bond
man.
solo?
He's
These
the walk
guys-
back
these
man, the
guys are just-
walk back man,
These
walk
guys are just
back man.
haters, and they can't deal with somebody who just loves stuff, you know?
Mm-mm. I'm just saying you're incongruent.
Sometimes Twitch chat annoys me a little.
Also, by the way, the reason I give Scar shit about me being on the reads is, for one, Ludwig literally said, I'll put you on or whatever, and then I saw him there and he wanted to start talking about the reads while we were stalling for time while our video was finishing, and I was like, it was basically a meme. I don't know if
Who's the walk back man now?
I don't know if your question was like a serious one, but like, of course, if Scar's there and he starts talking about the reads, I'm gonna go into a bit where
Ironically, right? Like I asked to be on, but it was like
I'm gonna go into a bit where it's like, well, what about me, Scar? And then he can talk that shit to me, which he loves doing.
Yeah.
Scar's actually so mean to me on streams, but then the camera turns off and it's just he's.
I feel like the best
And
people
you're
are
like,
mean to you.
You're like, Scar, there's no... You know what I love about you, Scar? You're the same on camera as you are off, man. You shit down my neck when the camera's on, but that's all right, man.
That's not true, by the way.
That's what you just said, though, that he gets you when
He
the
didn't
camera's on,
say-
but then he's chill when it's not.
Any of that.
Didn't you just said that he
what
shits on you
what you
on
just
camera?
imitated me as was not the same thing as what you were saying.
You said that he shits on you on camera, right? But then he's nice to you off camera?
Yeah.
And you're like, you know what I like about you, Scar? You're just the same all the time.
When did I say that?
Ages ago, you're like, Scar's just, he keeps it 100.
Yeah.
Except-
It's a bit.
It's a pretty mean bit.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah,
It's like
you
me
have
and-
to be fine
yeah,
with it,
It's like
though.
me and him, except not because
That
I'm.
one's
I
just
actually
mean.
That,
hate
that
that
one's
was
just
just
straight
actually
up
mean to me.
You said yesterday. Actually, you're between you and other person. You're just the meanest person to me.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
You just started that, like,
I don't-
kind of recently.
I don't
And also,
care,
it
man.
leads to other people like clowning on me a lot, and I'm like, again, I've said this before. Like, I love my friends clowning on me, even
He
if it's like
bullies you,
over
though.
and
I
over.
clown you, he bullies
That's
you.
fine. I'm chill with that. But when like fucking
Do I bully
when
you?
fucking
Do you feel bullied?
whoever does that, sometimes yeah.
Okay.
But I don't care.
I'll stop.
I'm an
I'll
adult.
stop.
I don't like. I'm an adult.
I
Like,
don't-
I don't get bullied, right?
I don't want to
But
bully
you-
you.
you
I
are-
don't want
but
to.
I feel bullied.
you are exerting bullying tendencies, but I'm also a grown ass fucking man who's like, yeah, it's all good.
Look, I don't want to bully you,
It's all up to you.
except for the K-Swisses and.
Have
your
I ever
setup.
been like? Have I ever been like? Stop it! You're being too.
No,
mean."
but I don't want to bully you.
Well,
I want to clown on you. I think we should all clown on each other because it keeps
I-
our
I feel
egos
like-
in
I think
check.
I think
Nobody clowns me, really, and then you just clown him.
I
That's
think
pretty
we
much-
try to clown you, but you just don't accept it.
I think
Like when
the,
we talk about your takes.
the line between
too quick.
bullying and clowning is pretty thin, and it's just like sometimes you cross it, and it's like, or not you, but like sometimes people
Yeah.
cross
Yeah,
it. And that's
yeah.
just how it is, right? So
It's like that high
it's
school
whatever.
thing, though. It's like,
You will not be bullied.
You can only clown me because you're my friend.
I'm just saying I'm incapable of being bullied at this age in my life. That's just how I see the
I
world.
was just memeing 'cause that one dude said it.
No
Yeah,
one
I
can
don't
bully
know.
me. Not even my K-Swisses.
Like,
They're talking.
Any shit people talk, they're either my friends or they're just mean people that I just
Yeah.
don't have to engage with.
Yeah, same.
You know what I mean?
I feel like Dawson's towing that line between
Yeah.
a friend and a mean person that you might not engage with.
That's just him, right?
I
Yeah,
think
you're
that's
nice to
a
me, so.
How long have we been at for more bad melee, guys? I mean, everyone wants us to talk about like what the future of the podcast is. Should we just chop it up right now?
Yeah, we could chop it up.
It's,
It's
alright.
all getting nuked. There you go.
Me and Dawson are fucking burnt out on podcasting, for one. For two, Miles is leaving, and that is a very core member, and we just don't want to feel like we got to throw someone in to keep the show going, because that's kind of what we did
That's
this
the last
season.
thing that
Is
that
like
will happen.
yeah, it's like this season is like us having to do this every week because there was a sort of
I liked doing it.
responsibility. Yeah, but you also like talking just all the time.
All the time.
See, sometimes I don't want to
Yeah.
talk.
And I want to fucking talk all the time. So,
Love that's great.
Yeah.
so why 5 a.m. you going to bed and I'm like, damn, dude, this guy's leaving
This guy's going
me,
to bed.
pussy.
I will say
Fire
that
that setup up. Talk to Link.
especially after Summit, being there the whole day on Saturday and seeing like stuff that you did that was like actually produced and like good and like that the whole team did, like seeing cool shit get done and take time and effort and actually be content, or what the word we
Yeah.
hate so much, was like really sick. And I was like, damn, I want to do that, as opposed to what we did after all that. It just felt like podcasting after all that cool shit that went on, it was just like a joke.
Dawson and I have always felt that podcasting is like cheating.
It is. It's literally cheating.
Because it's like, people are like, nice content. It's like, you should have heard what, every time we podcast, we hang out for a couple hours before, and sometimes that's like funnier and more interesting than what we end
I
up talking
think
about.
what I have to say is
Yeah.
just the best. So I'm happy to. I don't ever think that. I've never thought anything in my life about that. about
And
that
also,
for a
I
take.
think like between me and him, like we've had a lot of ideas that we just haven't done, and I think like dedicating a full day to doing this and an obligation like that we have to do. I mean, even though we don't have to do it, we could just say fuck it and not do it. But
The
like,
thing is, you guys both have jobs, and his job is to make content for a different platform. So it's a conflict of interests then to
I
produce.
don't. There is, but I think like also this is so just niche and whatever that
Yeah,
we could be
I'm
doing.
not worried about that, and BTS has always been really cool about like if you do like
BTS
side
doesn't want to see
projects.
Chong cook, dude.
Yeah, I don't think BTS has anything to do with. They have no use for cooking with Chung.
Rob's
But what I'm
Rob
saying
is
though
stroking
is
it.
if,
Wait a
you
minute.
if your skit ideas were to start being bad melee skits, if that's where viewers, because I read a long thread in the Discord the other day where they were like, well, the stuff Slime does for Summit is really funny. Why don't you guys just do that on Bad Melee?
Because we could, but
Well,
it just wouldn't be like there's stuff appropriate for each.
for one, okay, let me break this down. For one, the Summit content that gets produced is a work of like an entire team of people over
Yeah.
weeks of work.
I'm dead
it's,
weight. He's dead weight.
It's not just like,
We're feeding
oh,
him the
slime
ideas, dude.
had an idea, and then
We're-
Ideas, man.
We're the
Ideas, man.
pipeline
it's
to
it's,
him
it's like it's
and
not
to
like
his team.
Slime had an idea and then it just fucking came, and like he's the
Yeah.
mastermind behind. It's like this stuff goes through writing phases. This stuff goes through like we pass it off to content who actually films it and sets up the shots. Like we don't know how to fucking do that,
Yeah.
right? So like
Someone looks at that script, reads it, fixes it.
there's so
everything.
much going on, and to just be like, hey, why don't fucking just do what like the Falco thing, but for like Bad Melee. For one,
But it's Ludwig.
I wouldn't do that. For two, like it's the kind of stuff Bad Melee would produce if we did something like skits would be it technically lower quality because we just don't have access to the same amount of talent in talking of our crew and gear and stuff like that. So it's like what I'm saying is like that can't happen, and it shouldn't happen because what BTS does for Summits is very special and should remain that way at that level it does, and whatever Bad Melee ends up doing for like shits and gigs is its own thing. And
Yeah.
that's a good thing too,
And
right?
another very important topic is that this was built off the three of our friendships, and that's why it clicked with so many people. It's because it was real, and I think to maintain that through having to do something like skits and writing and a production line and all of that is very difficult. Not to say it's impossible.
I
but
don't think it's difficult. I think it would
Having
be the
never
exact
done- I mean,
same.
It's about
we've just
effort,
never done it,
right?
you know?
Remember the letter sketch we did?
Yeah.
We had a sketch. We came up with it. It was very simple. It was like 2 camera shots and
Yeah.
then Nipa running up the stairs. We had to light it. We had to shoot it. We had to have Mike on the fucking pan to move the
Yeah.
tripod, which we improvised. Like, I believe I borrowed labs for that one. So it's like, even something like that, a lot of work does go into it, but that's not I guess,
For me, the
I'm just
process.
trying to like let people know how this happens,
Yeah,
right?
but also I will say for me that is way more fun than doing this. Like the process behind that is like way more fun and gratifying.
I like having a product or not a product, a finished item that is more than just us talking.
Exactly.
You know,
Hard
and not
same.
that
So you
I
guys are
mind
both
us
saying
talking.
that you would want to go into this. This would be the realm that you'd want to take it.
If it's something that, if Bad Melee continues, it would be more of something that required more effort than putting a camera down and talking, because for me and Dawson, that's always felt like sort of secondary content. Not that it was bad, it was just like, God, we could be doing more also.
We could be doing actual
And you guys
cool
think
shit.
you guys really think that would work, like future?
Yeah.
I think if we aren't also doing a podcast every week, because the problem with this sort of time period that you were in is that me and Dawson were just working so much.
Yeah.
Plus, on top of this, it's like, well, where do we find the time? Remember April? We were booked up every weekend.
Yeah, we were doing shit every weekend, and we didn't. It's not like we're skating tomorrow for the skate video, but it's not like we were trying to put it off. There was just not a day to do it.
Yeah, like if we were I mean, there are levels in which I come home and then we really do bust stuff out, and it's just like an 18-hour work day, which is possible, but it's like, if you got you got your computer in front of you and you got some boys, it's like, yeah, you know what, maybe
maybe 12 hours is enough.
yeah, right. And so there's also that difference. So basically what we're saying is me and Dawson, as far as podcasting, I think we're going to pull back real hard on it, is
will
what we're
say
looking to do.
It's all memes aside, I don't think it's completely dead. It's just for now it's completely dead.
All memes aside, Cord is getting nuked.
Yeah. All memes aside, we're burning your page dollars.
Bikini Atoll, brothers.
We're gonna keep burning them till you either pull them out or double them.
No, and we kind of discussed it. I don't think we'd ever do the Cord again, bringing in someone else as a regular and have it three.
The
I
pod,
think.
you mean?
Yeah, it'd be more of hey, let's get someone an actual guest on.
Yeah,
and
we'd
then
have
talk
guests
about
or,
stuff.
Yeah,
and it'd be very spread out.
It'd be more fluid, as if it were ideas that we thought up and then we would shoot. Right?
There's just so many things, so many factors about these past 3 months that have been really fucked. Just us working a lot, doing it every week, and it being honestly a pretty bad dry spell for Melee.
Yeah, we kind of got unlucky in terms of that. But
I think it started really strong.
I think
and then
podcasting wise, we've done really well. Content wise, we could have made more for sure. But yeah,
we didn't make any.
You guys have just been flat out. I've been sitting at home waiting for the phone to ring.
Yeah, and which was cool is you were able to be utilized, which was cool, was because podcasts every week, sidecasts.
Sidecasts have been good, yeah.
Game nights, always fun. Those actually, we
Game
didn't
nights,
think those would be fun.
When
but
we
they just
have
turned
been
out
able to
be
make
super
it,
fun.
yeah. I was kind of sad that last night. I don't know what's gonna happen with game night, but what's gonna happen with any of it?
We don't know.
It's up to you guys.
We have
I
to
don't
have a
really
family
have
meeting with the other
Cord's
side.
getting nuked, so I'm not really worried about that.
I don't really have a horse in this race though, because it's you guys' choice.
We will be doing a BAMcast, by the way. We didn't talk about that.
Oh yeah, so there was actually a super special,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is the only one that matters, right?
It'll be the. It was much like last season. When last season ended, I went on the world tour and I went to San Diego.
Get Kalen on
with Chroma and. But yeah, well, there will be a BAMcast, so don't worry about it.
Oh, if you're talking about the run, Matt, it died at Volvaggio. I missed the wrong walk.
That's how she goes.
But yeah, I think.
And so
mini break and then focus efforts elsewhere.
Focus efforts on stuff that sort of, I don't know, we feel is more
having
meaningful.
this as having one free day, just to put it in perspective, we did 4 podcasts in the past 2 weeks, which is fucked.
I don't think I'm that interesting. I don't
want to talk for that long about anything in my life.
Think I'm that interesting.
Yeah,
but unfortunately I'm going home, so that dies there.
But yeah, and I think from days off,
there literally is a Pikachu sucks article. No lie, no doubt.
Yeah,
if
fake
you
fan.
want to actually look it up, bud.
Fake fan.
There, someone linked it.
Hey, thanks.
I like
David,
that.
Real fan.
And so yeah, basically that's sort of where we're at as far as sidecasts and stuff. We need to talk to Mike and have a family meeting about that and see where we're at with that and what needs to continue.
What he wants to do.
You guys aren't gonna nuke shit.
I'll nuke your girl.
You don't nuke your girl.
This is all a big
nuke your girl, dude.
And so yeah, there was something else I wanted to sort of cover. Oh yeah, another reason that I'm wary about doing the podcast, and here's basically this podcast has always been about keeping it the goddamn real, $100 a buck at all times, And the thing is,
Mitch.
about working in sort of esports and becoming a part of that sphere is you start to learn things and know things that you really just
You can't say.
you can't say. And
We were
that
speculating from home, and speculation is okay, right?
speculation is okay, and
Because
it's also
we can
like
go, I think Hungry Box is a goddamn.
yeah, and you can like
Yeah.
middle finger, and it's like punk rock type of shit,
Exactly.
But the thing is, like, I don't want to have to choose between disclosing something and not disclosing something on a podcast.
And is that selling out?
It's selling out if I continue to do it.
Yeah.
Continue to do the podcast and withhold stuff, right? But it's if I decide to stop because I cannot keep it 100, I think
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah,
more
but I
noble
don't
thing
think like
to do.
the podcast has always been this arbiter of like,
No,
you know.
but it's also like, back in the day, if we got a hold of some info,
We probably would have leaked it, yeah.
we just run that shit,
VC.
And so I don't want to have to make that decision, and it's easier
But
to
also,
just
you guys
not.
have been like outspoken about not wanting to be like pundits for Melee and stuff.
It's not
like
about
that.
being a pundit, but like, let's talk about this shit. Oh, by the way, here's what I know.
Yeah, and it's
I'm
it's funnier to speculate when you don't know. Almost.
Yeah, it's funnier and it's more acceptable.
Yeah. And now
and
now
that
we're
you
in
know,
the
now
know.
that
Like,
you know the dark secrets, you can't.
when we were leaving Summit and we were in the car, I was saying to Anthony, I like everybody. Even H-Box is alright. Like, sometimes he smells a little bad in his pop-off sock, and sometimes he just says some shit that's kind of mean. But I like him.
No,
A little.
You're just
He was nice. He
Brainwashed.
was nice to Miles.
He
That's
was
why.
nice.
anyone who's nice to Miles is just good person.
To be fair,
I'm not saying he's a good person.
I'm the same way.
I'm not saying he's a
no,
good person.
I agree. But I'm the same way as like
I like bad people.
like remember like we used to
I know.
shit on Fendi a lot. And
I
it's
like Fendi.
I just like Fendi. He's just a good boy.
Yeah, but you guys are also generalizing. You guys have always shit on Fendi for his commentary,
True, but also just like
which
being-
we
We just
Which-
clowned him as this character.
to be fair, commentary is an extension of your direct personality.
yeah.
yeah.
but-
So
oh.
there's something fishy going on there.
What I'm
But
saying
I
is
like people who none of us are perfect, and I like people even when they're shitty at commentary. In my opinion, not that Fendi is shitty. At
No, but
commentary.
what I'm saying is like I don't think we should be afraid of just being like, yeah, I don't like that guy.
But it's not. It's not true for me anymore.
Yeah, because they were nice to you once.
No,
they got
you
humanized.
see the humanity in somebody.
Humanizing someone is big, right? And so that's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I agree with Miles. But even if that was the case, I would still want to continue. However, there comes a certain point where it's like I don't want to have to wonder about what I should or shouldn't disclose in the interest of keeping it 100. And at that point, I'm just like, fuck it, right? Because
Like we shoot this show from BTS studio now, not
Yeah.
our living room.
and it's just different, and that's okay. And I don't want to. The thing is, what we offer isn't that like we're not going anywhere.
Let's.
know?
We were never trying to though. Let's let the next schmo who can flow get a
Exactly,
podcast
right?
opportunity.
Safe as Entitled starts being really funny, and who knows?
When hell freezes over.
I don't know. Maybe he's like a secret, like just really.
2020, Westballs is on his show. Westballs asked to be on. He's just
On
the
some Frost
coolest
Nixon
guy in
shit.
Melee.
So yeah, yeah, I infiltrated and found out everyone is chill, so now there's nothing to talk about. That's kind of true, to be
There's
honest.
still a ton of people who aren't chill. In fact, it's
Yeah.
probably more that we found out a lot of people
Even
aren't
you
that
don't
chill.
expose them on the show though, man. You'll be like, I don't want to name
Yeah,
names.
because that's like dumb as fuck. Like I'm
so
not
you agree with us then?
Why don't
No.
you? Why don't you?
The outcome's the same.
because it's not my job to be like
It
I'm
used to-
going to fucking.
We used to do
When
it.
when have I ever said it's my job to be that person?
I'm not saying you ever said that. All I'm saying is we used to name and shame.
I still did. I banned someone from my tournament publicly through
yeah,
this
but
platform.
to be fair, that was a low level private in the skeleton war.
I've also talked shit on HBox, which I'll still do to this day. Like I
He's
don't know.
gonna-
I don't
do
know.
it. I
like,
swear to God, I'll do
like
it.
what the fuck? Like what do you
No,
want
you're,
from me,
you're a
dude?
teddy bear, dude. It's all right.
Is there a way to ban people who use certain emotes automatically?
Or like words and names like
Ludwig.
Ludwig,
Can we ban emotes on this channel?
except Paper Boys.
Paper boys only.
yeah. And Rich Kenji.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but that's
Yeah,
like
so
crazy.
basically that's sort of where we're at, like what we want and how we're feeling as far as me and Dawson. Miles, unfortunately, just doesn't have much to say because he's going back to his prison colony and he's going to be a Zelda boy.
Well, I'd like to come back. If any fans run companies here, and you can just hire me on some
on
as a international relations
consultant.
Yeah.
You know, what happened to Miles wearing the chain?
All right, so the chain was going to evolve into a different chain, but I got roasted so
We
hard.
bullied him out of it.
It was going to be a running joke, but these two ruined it.
You just didn't have the fortitude, brother.
Like Jesus, I should have rose again with a stronger chain.
That's right. 3 days later.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where we're at. So
Yeah.
expect
So
stuff
I hope
maybe
that sort
soon.
of covered.
Who
Yeah.
knows?
Maybe soon, maybe not. But the thing is, like, we're not really going anywhere. We're just gonna focus more on stuff that makes us feel better.
We
in our
might
hearts.
commentate, which is something we like.
Dude.
We
You wanna
haven't
commentate
done
now?
it forever. I used to commentate Power 9 when I would go.
That was
That's
so
crazy, man.
tight.
Yeah, so it's like doing stuff that I think is more fun than this is going to be super refreshing.
Yeah.
And not to say that this wasn't fun, but like it's definitely worn down on us.
We're burnt.
You
Well,
guys are burned.
me
I'm
and-
ready
me
to
and
go
Dawson are.
forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miles is ready to go forever, which is why he's such a valuable soldier in this skeleton war, is because he just doesn't die. His bones come back together, and he's
Like dry bones.
Yeah.
You're like dry bones. This is like that last season of Scrubs. It's not like
Hot take. I didn't like
I'm actually
Scrubs.
nowhere near as sad this time as last time.
yeah. That's the interesting thing is last time it was like it really was like oh damn,
Yeah.
but now it's like we all have just grown more.
Yeah,
And
I
we're
think
all
this
adults.
is like much more of a relief.
I think
too.
we're ready for you guys, but
If all that remains of Bad Melee Slime's Twitter, then I'm gonna be sad. You know, my Twitter's not great, but it's all you get.
What a roast. Ask questions now. We're done talking about.
Yeah, more questions. I hope that was an accurate enough sort of breakdown or detailed enough for everyone to sort of
Man, Zach
not have to wonder.
Mike, you shouldn't even be here.
what if Trump doesn't let Miles come back? I mean, that's pretty much be worried because that's already happened.
Yeah, Trump is.
I need the young
Well,
job.
I'm just saying, vote blue in 2018 and 2020, and maybe Miles comes back.
Yeah. And maybe
I'll
by,
say it.
Yeah.
You guys have what 4-year election cycles?
Yeah,
Or
it's
presidents, yeah.
Yeah.
fucked.
Oh boy.
I was looking forward to playing and talking shit about Casper, and then you went and lost to an ICC. Yeah.
Is that Crow the Crow from Colorado? Indy talks a sweet game about you. He says you're a good guy, but he also is a very spooky lad himself. So I don't know. What are the boys' post-secondary education credentials? What does post-secondary mean? Like masters?
Post
Like
high school,
post bachelor's.
just anything after high school.
I have a degree in English and creative writing.
I went to Harvard
Same
Law.
degree. I went to Harvard Law.
I believe
I'm a practicing lawyer.
Anthony's just like, I have to believe you.
I went
Yeah.
to Harvard Law by Young.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. It's quick on your.
I went to production / sound engineering, what you guys would call
Like a trade school.
trade school. Yeah, that's what I did.
Any thoughts on Smash 5 Smash / Invitational? I think it's great that Lucky went.
I'm so happy.
I think that's
for
super
Lucky,
funny,
dude.
and I think that's really cool because he's just a good boy,
He is a good boy.
and him and Mango get to be there together. I think that's very cute. I also think Smash 5 is probably just gonna be whack, just like Smash 4 was, and it won't
Just like
matter.
Melee is. just
Melee
like-
will just be the game that we continue to play and love. How much advertising do you do for a show? Well, I tweet sometimes
0.
about it.
Yeah.
If there's a YouTube channel. Not much is the answer to your question. Will farming male Arcadians be a respectable source of income in the near future?
No, because
No.
they won't happen frequent enough.
They don't happen enough, and if you farm them, you typically get ranked the next period.
So you can't go back.
Right. So you'd have
Unless
to,
you're
like,
Kobayashi,
and-
which he's banned from this Arcadian.
And
So.
Really?
the
He comes
thing
back
is-
and farms it again. He just comes out of the woodwork once every season.
Hella
the
banned
thing
from
is,
this
you
one.
have to you would have to travel and play in different Arcadians, but people are so good now at recognizing ringers that you can't get away with that. So it really is like a one and done type of thing.
Yeah.
You need to
Melee's
consistently
too,
get second.
National. No.
Yeah.
How many Arcadians do I need to farm to date Grimes?
Oh.
Approximately 150,000 Arcadians.
Yeah.
Yep.
Enough to buy a Tesla car and shoot it into space with your own rockets.
Is there any chance HBox isn't appearing at E3 to play Reggie? I don't know. You know what would be the biggest boozle, though, is if HBox does show up to play Reggie at the Invitational, and the whole Kotaku thing and him not getting invited is like all a boozle. I think that should actually be so funny.
Well, Kotaku don't know that they'd be boozling. They're just
Yeah,
going
they'd just
off
be playing
hearsay.
into it, and that's even funnier because it's like he's boozling, right?
Yeah.
Miles really going to get on the play games with the court at 9 a.m.? No, see, that's the thing. Like, a lot of the things the Patreon is offering is soon going to be dissolving. So
Yeah.
we'll have to figure out what's going on.
We're gonna restructure it.
We're going to restructure it.
Hey,
yeah.
You guys
ASMR
are keeping
videos
it?
are coming.
You guys are keeping it, so none of it's
We
being
don't
dissolved?
Who knows?
We don't know. I don't know.
Depending on where we go from here with what we want to do.
I get
like,
taxed on that shit. I'm scared.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna-
actually bad for you.
Yeah, so.
It would need to be under an LLC, and there's
Oh,
a ton of
I
like.
don't
There's so many fucked things.
There's a
about
lot. There's a lot to think about.
it. Yeah.
lot to think about.
Let's answer some questions.
Yeah.
Hbox is like a person who cares. Who cars? Okay, yeah. Big mistypo had me. What city in America has the hottest ladies? Definitely not LA.
I don't think you go out much.
I'm
I'll
gonna.
say
Definitely not Pomona, California.
Yeah.
The Pomona girls aren't.
I'm wearing a shirt that sponsored Summit. It says Buddies, and it's by
Alt.
But
I think it's
Alt,
the
yeah.
Alt is the
ULT.
company. I don't know what they do.
they sponsored Summit, and I got a free shirt.
Someone deleted the question about Miles' his name, and I think that was on behalf of you just getting that shit about your name.
Oh, yeah, nice. Okay.
What's the wackest fetish? I don't know.
Mike with the true say about.
All right, one more big one. We're
Mike's dumb as hell.
one more big question for the end. For the end of it. The end of it all. I'd say hentai is actually the least whack fetish because it doesn't like people aren't really hurt by it in the
Except
porn
for
industry.
animators who probably slave over like ridiculous hours and get paid.
Yeah, but they're not
Sure.
getting fucked, literally.
Yeah, it's true.
You
Do
know.
you guys support Frozen Stadium? No, that's some conspiracy theory shit.
Was it worth it? Yeah. Of course.
Was what worth?
I think everything
Yeah, everything's worth.
is all
You
worth
guys recommend other Melee podcasts? Analog, maybe. I haven't listened to it, so I can't say.
it. It's really melee heavy if that's what you're into.
If you want Melee, there's plenty
If you
out
want
there.
actual melee,
No one wants actual melee, dude.
some people do, I think.
They'd be good if they wanted actual melee. It's all about that band.
No one in this chant wants actual Melee.
I don't
I'll
think
tell you
maybe
that.
they
Do
do.
we?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know.
the final question for all of us.
I trust Zane and Rishi,
Yeah, that,
so
Yeah,
those
they're-
guys
I'd
will- those are
assume
two good
it's
lads.
pretty good. I
Also,
haven't watched it, so I can't
Most
fully
of the
endorse
people
it.
on the Melee Stats podcast are pretty cool.
All,
One I can't speak for because they didn't want to talk.
see, but when you were on, give me
Kidding,
that.
he's fine.
give me-
He's fine. He's fine.
You
Please,
just
no
roast him
roasty.
again on this
Please,
show again.
Please,
It's
no,
good.
no roasty in the comments. He's fine. He's great. He's a good boy and he works hard. Christ. Do I wish I
I'd take
was
the
still an
exact same
angsty,
direction.
unknown boy?
I think I'd
don't.
change the name and not talk about Melee.
Well, how do we even get viewers then, if that's the case?
Well, it's about viewers now.
Well, what I'm saying is,
No, I'm
like,
joking.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. No, I mean, one thing it's like starting with bad Melee is like cool because we're all like actually playing into the scene and everything.
Mhm.
And I think now it's just it's just really stagnant.
Nothing's really happening right now.
The game is slowly bleeding out, and we're also just doing other shit. And I think now it's just hard to talk about the game because there's less to talk about. It's just
The
bad.
bad podcast.
Just bad podcast. That's what it is now.
I still have Photoshops to do, boys, so don't be too sad. Actual gamer Photoshop will continue until the season.
We're gonna
ends.
be talking about nudes
The
for the
thumbnails,
rest
yeah.
of our lives.
That one tournament that we
Yeah.
didn't go to. Gamer Photoshop podcast.
Also, I finally saw like when you first sent me the yerbs, I was like, oh, that's kind of a cool thing. You just did it for me. But then I realized
it
it was
was
a
the thumbnail.
thumbnail. I was like, oh.
you were so mean about
That
it.
kind of cheapened it.
It cheapened it how?
Because everybody saw
referring
it.
to weed as Dacus.
I sent that to
I
him.
like that.
I sent that to him, and he was like, I sent the Europe's thumbnail to Dawson. He was like, I don't look like that, and I was like, all right, okay, that's fine. I'll just put it on. It's fine. Weed is Dacus. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
It's just funny.
Distribution of Gamer Girl P. I hope everyone gets an equal amount.
It's for the people.
It's good for your health.
M2K's autobiography that he's trying to publish, he needs a good editor if he wants to make that thing happen. And you know what's funny, though, is like, I think the community will offer, someone in the community will offer to edit that book for free, and because of his clout. And I think that's sort of the way Melee goes, is the top gets the, they get the volunteers, they get the stands to do the work.
I'm sick of this community.
But I mean, hey, if it turned out to be a sick book, that's great, but it has to be edited, because I don't see him forming a very coherent autobiography. It's hard enough just to write a paragraph.
I was saying he has 400 pages, but I think that's going to be like 3 pages on how he grew up, and then 397 pages on why Peach is fucked, or
yeah.
It's going to be like on some crazy weird, stupid tangents, like those 400 pages probably are not a concise story right now.
I wouldn't
from like start to middle / end.
I wouldn't bet that they were, but it would also be really fucking funny if they just were like beautiful autobiographical prose, and he just like turns out to be this amazing writer.
There's an episode of South Park where Kenny goes on an adventure, and he's just like, "From your friend Kenneth." It's like his voice that they haven't heard in so long, and it's he's like reading what he's writing, in a scene where he's writing a letter.
Very articulate.
And it's just like, I trust that you're all well, Cartman included. Yeah. And it's just really funny because it's like, why is Kenny so literate?
Yeah, it'd be that same thing. All right. Well, either way, I think we'll wrap, boys. I mean, final thoughts, final words.
Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for supporting my life on
huge.
Patreon.
Yeah,
that was honestly insane how much support we got on that. So if you're part of the Patreon, thank you so much.
Shout outs to all the people that have been just day 1s, day 2s, day 3s. We ended up making a lot of new friends online as well.
If you've been a part of this wave, that means a lot to me, because it's been a wild ride. I didn't think we'd have this much support, and it's turned out to be like a great time in my life that wouldn't have been possible without you guys.
Twice. Well, no, wait.
This is the time that I've come back
basically,
on Batman.
the way I like to explain it is like, you guys helped basically us hang out with our very good friend for just a little bit longer, and that's like, fuck. It seems selfish almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we just got to be with our friend more.
We just jerked off in front of a camera for
and that's so
every
cool.
day,
and
once
I
a
can't.
week.
And I often have thought like a podcast is something that is supposed to feel like you're hanging out with your friends, and if anyone feels just a piece of that, I feel like we've at least been a little successful.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This has been the time of my life.
The future is looking bright, but different, but bright.
Maybe a bit cloudy.
It's a little cloudy, but it's not.
It's like a brisk spring day.
You guys will still be alive, and that's good, right?
Yeah, hopefully. Everyone stay alive. It's tight.
You gotta wait. You can make new friends.
Jumping off the bridge.
There'll be a new podcast.
Sick.
But yeah, no, please don't ban people.
Yeah.
Either way, is that it, boys? Any last words? Dawson? I know you talk that good shit. Here's your one chance. One chance to be sincere and nice and not be a goth bully.
I can't do it.
Fuck you all, you're so scuffed.
Yeah.
K-Swiss, he wears them.
Your girl.
No banning, for reals.
Oh, no.
Just timeouts.
Give everyone the sword right now.
Stop modding.
No, thanks a lot, I guess.
Yeah.
Thank you.
None of this matters, man.
That's what I'm talking about. All right. We're out of here. Goodbye.
Thank you.
I love you, Rob.